An age of magic once existed in our world. Lost to history, this time is remembered in the echoes of myth and legend. Humans lived alongside the other name-giver races, dwarf and elf, troll and orc, windling to scrang and obsidian. The wild places of the world were home to the griffins, demi-wraiths, shadowmans, and other fantastic beasts. The land was besieged by the horrors, foul creatures from the depths of astral space that sought to feed upon and destroy all that was living and good. For years, humanity huddled in underground cares as these beings ravaged the land in an orgy of terror and destruction. But now, a new dawn is on the horizon. Brave heroes band together to explore the land of Barsave, fighting the horrors and their constructs, reclaiming the land that was stolen from their forefathers, and protecting their homes and families from those that would harm them. In this age of legends, heroes rekindle the glory of days past and become legends of tomorrow.
A recap of the last session. Who's brave enough? Tirli, do you want to start?
I made a few notes, so let me
Good.
quickly find them.
It's always good.
Okay. Alright, so from what I remember, the last thing we did is that we headed down the river in the cave looking for Sibylla to see what she was up to find out why the water had dropped in the river, and obviously there was she was obviously up to something. And we eventually found a place where she was using elementals to build up a dam to trap the water, with a big plan of building up enough water to flood the rest of the Kaer. So it was quite a difficult battle. We tried to sneak up on the guards, but that didn't work at all. We were detected almost immediately. And then Adella pulled out her cool new power where she introduced Zach, who was like our savior. And after that, we had a very hectic fight against Sibylla where we almost on our last legs, and Adella was able to shoot her with, is it the arrow spear?
Spirit dart.
Spirit dart. And finally killed Sibylla, but it was super close. So yeah, we saved the day and we didn't flood the Kaer in the end. So
in the end you were able to achieve the bare minimum, which is what you were aiming for.
And then after that we got told that we could have moved double as much.
Yeah, then after everything, we got told if we didn't take an action.
There are certain things that we will learn as we go, and we just have to live with that, I guess. But yes, that is what happened. Right, so obviously you have defeated Sibylla. You have managed to save the Kaer. However, those of you who remember what Locost said when he appeared to you, he did predict or foretold that there will be two issues within the Kaer that are potentially of grave consequence, and that one of them had to happen. So, you are now on the way back to the main halls of Kaer Alba. You're in your little boat, swimming or sailing down the stream. Actually, if we can get started, get you to start rolling, Tirli, would you like to roll for your boat talent? Boat pilot, there you go.
Boat license.
yeah, how's this sailing going?
I certainly hope you're not unlicensed.
No, fully licensed.
17, yes, you're doing very, very well. You guys got on the boat, you've managed to get it off the shore, and as the water rises back to its original levels, you are sailing down back to the Kaer. As you near to the main halls, you're already in a familiar area. You know that you're about a couple of hours away from your intended place. You notice that the water and the spirits that move the water, the elemental spirits, they become very docile, and then all of a sudden a lot of them just disappear. So what was quite an easy journey down the river, and now your boat is pretty much stopped as if you were on a lake. What would you like to do about that?
Can I look over and see if we've hit a sandbank or something?
Yeah, you look around and there is a lot of water all around the boat. The depth is absolutely sailable. It's just the river stopped moving. It's like the elemental spirits that ensure that the water is in rotation just went away, or most of them went away, disappeared completely.
Do we have oars?
You do, yeah. You can start rowing that boat if you like.
Sure.
Have to.
It's gonna be quite hectic, so I presume you're the one doing it. Can you just roll strength for me? Anything above 5 will be sufficient.
Oops.
We're not going anywhere.
Guys,
Very stuck.
do you remember when you had oars? Well, one of them slipped, and it's at the bottom of the river now. What it is that you want to do about this?
How deep is the river?
You look into the river, and it looks fairly deep. It's probably about 5-6 meters. Which for those of you who don't use meters, it's about 18 feet.
Well,
And you just heard like boom, and you see it just sinking down to the bottom of the river.
Okay, we're down to 1.
I'm gonna try and swim down and...
Okay, go roll for swimming. We said 6 meters, so anything over 6 would be fine to retrieve it.
6.
There you go. Okay, that's sufficient. You grab that oar, you swim back up, and you manage to row your way back into the main hall of Kaer. And as you arrive to where you left off from, you can see a crowd of name givers, the inhabitants of Kaer, surrounding one specific spot, not too far away from where you disembark the boat. And you hear murmurs of whispers and people talking in hushed voices. They're clearly gathered, they're looking at something.
Should I fly over real quick and see what they're looking at?
So you disembark the boat, you fly over. Are you making yourself known, or are you staying behind enough to see?
I'm going to try to stay behind enough to where they can't see me, but I can see what they're looking at, but I don't want to be noticeable.
Okay, so there's... actually, roll perception and see what you can see.
Perception. I got a 5.
5 is sufficient. It's not really difficult to see those two things. So the first thing that you can see, and it sort of strikes you, is Flyleaf, or rather Flyleaf's dead body, lying on the ground, clearly slashed by one of the guards. Blade injury across his chest. Must have bled out because there is a huge pool. Well, for a Windling, huge pool of blood around him. He's clearly dead. But then you realize that the people that gathered around don't really look at his dead body. That's not their main main queue in here. They're looking up. They're looking at an orcalcium crystal. I don't know if you remember, a couple of sessions ago we mentioned there's 2 crystals like that within the Kaer. One of them is responsible for powering the protective wards that keep you safe from the horrors outside, and the other one was responsible for amplifying the magic of elemental mages to enable them rule over the spirits, the elemental spirits, like the air spirits and water spirits and earth spirits of the Kaer. And you see that that crystal is broken. It's cracked in half, and the magic it used to glow with is there no more. And then you hear that people, the voices of the people talking, that they mention that the Kaer is doomed right now, and that without those spirits, without that amplification of magic, it's only a matter of time for when the air becomes unbreathable, and the water loses its meaning, and the cleanliness won't support fish anymore, and then will starve the Kaer to death.
Okay, I'll fly back to the others. So Flyleaf is dead. That's what they're like. His body is on the ground with a huge slash through it, and there's for a Windling, a pretty big puddle of blood around him.
Right.
Well, above him is the crystal. By the way the cave was acting, I'm going to assume the elemental one. It's cracked and does not give off that glow anymore. And the people are whispering that the Kaer is doomed, and without the elemental magic to purify the air and the water, and basically they're saying we're doomed because of this. So, yeah.
And as you relay that information onto your party, you can see Hilborn and about a dozen of guards come around, look at the scene before them, and try to disperse people, making sure that they go back to their homes, saying nothing to see here, just go back, we will manage this, don't worry about it. But you can see by what he looks like that he doesn't believe his own words. And then his eyes lay on you, and he gestures you to his own hat. Is there anything you want to do, or do you want to follow?
Can I shake the guard's hand who killed Flyleaf? Can I go over?
Give him a pat on the back.
Just say like a pat, a shake, and say thank you so much. I wish I had done it, but this is good enough. Thank you.
You feel like it wasn't his first pat on the back today. You think that this sentiment was more common.
Yeah.
So as Flyleaf is dead, you can notice also on him that the makeup that Sibylla was wearing, he's got very similar one, like a Joker makeup. And he's got a smile on his face. He died laughing, probably hysterically.
Can I spit on his body?
Okay, we're not desecrating bodies.
He's just fucked all of us. I don't see why we can't just...
Okay, are you doing this? Okay, that's absolutely fine. I'll just make a short note.
Okay. Oh no!
As you do this, Alette just looks at you with like a very really?
Yeah, I'll
what happened
later.
here?
Are you asking Hilborn, or are you asking one of the guards?
I'm assuming that's Hilborn.
So Hilborn has been called into the scene after you guys got there. So like I said, he appeared with some guards after you guys have looked around and assessed the situation. So he knows as much as you do, but it is quite obvious. Obviously, the prank has been successful, and the guards did not manage to stop Flyleaf before he destroyed the crystal. As you go back into Hilborn's hut, his husband meets you guys, serves you some tea, and then stands behind Hilborn, sort of massaging his shoulders, making sure that he can relax a little bit, and then whispers something to his ear. You can roll perception if you want to be eavesdroppy, but you don't have to if you don't want to.
I'm curious.
Why not?
Nosy.
I want want to know.
I want to
what
know
they're
everything said.
saying.
Oh
I
well.
can't hear anything. We don't
Shit.
hear anything.
Okay, so no, with 7, with 7, you can hear that he says to Hilborn, it has come to that. We will have to come out and get another crystal. You know that, don't you? And Hilborn just nods his head in response to that. You can see sweat comes down his down his brow, and then he looks at you and goes, "Well done for your peacekeeping."
Well, thank you so much.
We
We
were
had to do
actually
something.
dealing with something else related
Yeah.
to this. This was not the only big thing going on. Somebody was trying to flood the entire Kaer down in the caves, and we stopped that.
And you can see Hilborn's husband kneels down again and says, "They're right. Don't be mad at them. They've done what they could have done." And then he looks at you guys and he smiles. I would like you guys to roll for willpower for me, please.
Uh, 23.
Oh.
I got 2 10s.
I got a 1.
Tirli and
Oh.
Alette, you failed your willpower for that. You feel like you want to do what Hilborn's husband wants you to do. You want to work in the way that he wants you to work. Whatever he will say that you need to do, you will do it. And the other two, obviously, this will depend on your own decision. Hilborn looks at you and he says, "The Kaer cannot go on like that. We will be out of air, out of water, and out of food very, very shortly. I would like you to go into the cabin of Gandos, who was the original constructor of the Kaer, the architect of it. Go through his journals, go through the documentation that you can find there, find out where we can get another one of those crystals."
Yeah, sure. Sounds great to me. I'd love to do that.
Go
Sounds
right now.
Awesome. Right now.
With how quick she responded, would that be suspicious? Like, I don't think I've ever heard Adella respond that quick in a
She
positive
smiled.
yes matter. So I'm just gonna keep a note of that.
Yeah, you become suspicious with how quickly she responded, but then on the other hand, you do understand the gravity of the situation. You do understand that it has to be done. There is no other way, unless you want everyone to die a very slow death.
Yeah, I'm gonna help. Yeah.
So we
Yes,
have.
I will help.
We're gonna go and search and find out where we can get another crystal.
Yes, we got to go through his dead man's things to
Well, if-
find where we could find another crystal. So that way everybody doesn't die, basically.
What was the place called again? The cabin or the cavern?
The cabin.
Cabin of...
Gandos. Gandos was the original architect of Kaer Alba. He was...
Gandos?
Yes. It's Ghandoz, if you want to make a note of that.
I just have it how that it sounds to me, so I can remember.
And if any of you have some sort of history knowledge or anything that you want to use to sort of roll and see if you know anything about him, you can do that now. Or if you want to use your talents or skills in a fruitful way or inventive way.
Will my knowledge of the bar save help me with this?
You can roll for it. You will. I'll expect a high roll for you to know that this specific detail, but you can give it a go.
Would magical theory work or no?
Not necessarily. No.
Because like he
I was
was
gonna
an architect and like did he have to infuse this place with magic, or did he just like build it, or like work on building it?
To your knowledge, what happened was he somehow got the money to buy the Rights of Protection, which was a book describing how to build a Kaer, how to protect it, how to enchant the magical wards of protection that stop horrors from invading the Kaer. Somehow got the money, nobody really knows how it happened. And then obviously built it, because he was high-level elementalist, he was able to employ the spirits of earth, water, air, and wood in order to help build this place.
Okay, so... Okay, alright.
So I rolled a 3.
Yes, I have seen that. I was trying to be nice and just didn't say anything, but since you want me to acknowledge that, then yes, you have rolled a 3. You know absolutely nothing. The things that I told you guys is kinda sorta common knowledge. When it comes to Gandos, you remember on the first session, so for your characters a couple of weeks ago now, we started in front of Gandos's statue. There is this ball of elemental water and a ball of elemental earth that we use to try and ascertain whether the horrors are still out there or not. What level of magic is flowing through the world at this point in time. So everybody knows about Gandos, everybody knows that he is the hero that built this Kaer for the people of Alba, and he died the hero as well. But something that no one wants to question is how he got his hands on that, and what sacrifices he had to make, or what deals he had to make in order to obtain it.
Okay, I guess we're going to his cabin and trying to see what we can do to fix this.
Did we ever find out how he died? Did he just like die of old age? Did we ever know this?
The legend goes that he died of old age, but he died very, very soon after the Kaer was closed, or sealed, shall I say. So this is what you know from gossips and from what people remember. But bear in mind, it's been over 200 years since your ancestors were sealed in. So, you know, myth becomes legend.
Well then.
So Gandalf's cabin is another point of interest, just like a statue. It's not too far away from the main market, and it's that one building that was left in its original state. It's not been inhabited by anyone except for him. It's sort of an altar, a place where people go and give their thanks to the builder of the Kaer. And you can see that it's been left with quite a lot of respect. There's no graffitis. The doors, the windows are intact. It's been in this condition ever since the Kaer was built, and it wasn't really tampered with in any way.
Can we go inside? Is it locked?
You were given a key by Hilborn. He was in possession of that. You unlock the door, really rusty lock. You wouldn't expect it to last if you kicked it. And you open the door and you find yourself in a dark, fairly small room, dark, thick layer of dust, and the smell of old books and parchments just hits your nostrils. There isn't any light within, but you're able to see, unless you want to get a torch out, you're able to see just enough so that you can peruse through his belongings. There is a huge desk in the middle of the room, which basically has like plans of the Kaer and drawings, clearly the architectural part of it. And then there is bookshelves of various books and manuscripts and parchments, and just a very, very modest bed in the corner with a nightstand.
Can I look through all the books?
So as you look through the books, they're really old and dusty, so you have to sort of take the dust off with your hands to make sense of the titles. What it is that you're looking for? What kind of what title would draw your attention?
Well, you said he was an elementalist?
Yes, he was.
So, like, would he have books on magic? Like, maybe with spells in them? things like that. I'm being a little selfish about it, but you know.
Yes, you find a variety of books on elemental magic. Basically, he's got this really popular amongst elementalists 5 tomes of magic, and each tome describes one of the elements. So we've got your water, air, fire, wood, as well as earth, because wood works as one of the elements.
You said there was a desk with like drawers and stuff?
Yes, it does. So on the top of the desk there is a lot of plans and drawings of the Kaer, but you can't quite make sense of it. It's very much an architect would make sense of it. You only see drawings and some measurements next to them. It doesn't give you much in terms of knowledge of what it is. But there's yep.
Maybe we should take those in case that has something to do. I can't read these, but I think an architect would. So let's just take these in case they have something useful on them. And then I would also like to go through the drawers if that's possible.
So you go through the drawers. There's 2 of them on the right-hand side, one on the left-hand side. They're both locked.
I would like to... There was a nightstand, right?
There was a nightstand, correct. Yes.
Can I look through that to see if he had like a journal or something?
The nightstand is unlocked. There is no keyhole or anything. You open the nightstand and under a thick layer of dust you do find exactly that, a journal. Let me pull it up for you on Foundry. Give me just a second. So you found the journal. You sort of peruse through it looking for something that you can use in order to obtain the information that you need to obtain, and I've put that up for you on, well, all of you really, on Foundry. If one of you wants to read it out loud, or if you want me to read it out loud, that's also fine. But Killith, you found it, so if you want to give it a go.
Where is it? I don't see it.
Me neither.
How about now?
Nope.
I only see the dagger and the crystal from before.
Okay, give me a second. Configure permissions, all players, owner. There you go. Would anyone like to read out loud?
I will once it pulls up if nobody else wants to. I like reading.
Is it the crystal journal?
Yes, that's the one.
I can't open it for some reason.
Yeah, it's not letting me pull it up.
It says...
It's there, but I can't access
it. It says I don't have permission.
I don't even see it.
If you go into journal entries, the little book thing at the top with all the tabs, and then it says today's session, click on that. It should say it underneath, but it's not letting me access it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's there, but I just can't open it.
Yeah, no, I can't open it.
Okay, give me a second then.
In the meantime,
yep.
I can help you, Alette, with those drawers. You can try and pick them, lockpick them.
I was about to say, I won't grab Tirli and say, hey, there's 2 lock things over here.
So I can roll for lockpicking and see if I can... So do I have to roll it twice? Because there's 2 drawers, I suppose.
Weaponsmith out a key.
Yes, if you would like to roll twice, that would be brilliant. I've sent the journal to you on Discord, so you can access it from there.
Can different types of magicians learn other schools of magic? Like I'm a Nethermancer, but can I learn?
Yes, you could multi-class. Yeah.
So
he was a dwarf, right?
Can I take one of these books?
Yeah, absolutely. You can. You can get as many books as you can fit in your backpack.
He was a dwarf, right? Or am I thinking of something?
Yes, he was a dwarf. Yep, that's correct.
All right.
I'm gonna take the water and the wood one, I think, actually.
Can we take more than just 2?
I kind of assume they're kind of big, though.
They are kind of chunky, so yes, taking... You can theoretically take all 5, but you would be walking like this with all the books, unless you want to get rid of some stuff from your backpack to put it in there, or just take them out and put them in your living quarters. However, that technically is stealing from the hero of the Kaer, so if someone sees you, there could be, repercussions.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put those 2 in my...
It's just borrowing it, right?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
we're gonna be
library.
the new heroes. We're gonna be the new heroes, so like, it's fine. Shh, don't.
Old
you guys
heroes
didn't
are
even see
dead.
me. You didn't
We
even
don't-
see me. You guys were doing other stuff, so no one knows anything.
Okay,
We
I
don't
got
know
I got
about
it pulled up on Discord. If I should read it now. Okay.
Oh, I just read it. Sorry.
Amongst many unique and expensive items required for construction and subsequent running of a Kaer, calcium crystals may be the most difficult to acquire. These can amplify any magic spell, chant, or incantations far beyond a single mage's capability. Predicted uses include strengthening the protective wards, as well as enchanting the ability of elementalists to control the spirits. Few days' journey from the Kaer's intended site, deep into the thick of the jungle, lives an Elven elementalist, whom I believe is in possession of the crystals I need. I will have to pay him a visit. I cannot back out now. The deal has been struck. Passions protect us all.
We don't know how the world outside the Kaer looks, right?
Nope.
You haven't seen it. There have been tales, there have been rumors, there have been
Are there
legends.
like maps or something from like old times?
Oh, it just pulled up on Foundry.
Yeah, it's on Foundry.
Oh, well,
Yeah. Okay, so that's quite crazy. We're gonna have to go out of the Kaer to find this crystal.
So, Tirli, did you roll for that lockpicking? You did. Brilliant.
I
So
did.
you did
I rolled.
manage to open both of the drawers. And there is interesting stuff in both. So, first and foremost, you find a map.
Yes.
Maps.
Maps.
thing.
My favorite.
And I have granted you observer on that map. See if it works. If not, I will do what I did last time around. So I'll just copy and paste on Discord. And please don't judge my map making abilities.
Oh, I got it.
No. Oh yes, it's working.
Did you manage?
Like the dragon.
I love your map. This looks great.
Ah.
Wow. Okay, this is sea
very
monster.
That is way better than any map I've ever made. So like, no judgment here.
Is the source like the Kaer?
Good question. You know that you are somewhere deep within a mountain. So your guess is relevant, and it may be a good guess, but you don't know that.
There's a little fort out all across the water.
There is one, isn't there?
I'm going to assume
What is that? What does the word say above the boat in the town type thing? I'm assuming. Because I
It's
can't
what I'm
see
reading.
that.
It's a name of the town. It's
Fishing Dale,
Fishing Dale,
I
yeah.
think. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. I could not read that.
Have any of us heard of Fishing Dale before? Do we have,
Is there
with
any
my
stories?
safe knowledge, help with that?
Yeah, go for it. Roll for your perceive knowledge and see what you can figure out.
Ooh.
Oh no, I'm having a day.
Do you know what? It rings a bell somewhere. It was probably like a fishing village somewhere around here, but you don't know anything more than that. You just know it used to be locally to Alba, but that's about it.
Was that all in the drawers, or was there more?
So sorry, that was one of the drawers, and the other one, it's quite interesting because you open the other drawer, and there is a little flame just very, very close next to a single piece of parchment, and the little flame looks up at you with two eyes and goes, "Oi! Why did you open it up?"
Oh.
Sorry, mate.
It's a tiny little spirit.
Hey. Hey there.
We're trying to keep the car from going down. One of the crystals have shattered. We're trying to find if there might be something helpful in here.
He looks at you and he goes, "And why would I believe that?" And you can see that he's a little red flame, but as he gets angry, he gets a little bit like a yellowish flame at the top, looking like hair. Sort of went Super Saiyan on you.
What's your name, pal?
And he goes, "My master created me to protect this," and he points towards that single piece of parchment that's lying in the drawer. "Unless you tell me exactly what you're doing here and whether he allowed you to be here, I'll burn it, I swear."
Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but your master has been dead for quite some time.
It's been over 200 years since.
You can see he pulls out like a really tiny little calendar from his pocket and goes 200 times for 200 years. And he goes, "Oh my! Indeed!"
Yeah.
However, that doesn't mean that what he told me to do before he passed away is not what I'll do now. I'm still protecting this piece of paper. Shoo! Go away!
Fair enough.
That's fair, but I mean, we might need that piece of paper, to be honest, because
Is there
we're
any way
trying to save what he built.
Yeah, and how can we prove to you that that's what we're trying to do?
So you saying that you knew my master? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, we're not.
We've heard of him. We've
There's
heard
legends,
tales of him, but we don't know him personally, or knew him personally.
So sort of between Alette and Killith, he looks behind and he goes, "Why did you bring a water folk in here?" He looks at Tirli. I am not comfortable with water folk around here. Just
Tirli,
go back.
We didn't really know that she would be here.
Kind of racist.
And I'm sure she means no ill
I'll just hear us
intent.
talking to a drawer.
Yeah, like I definitely came over from the bookshelf after I heard this little voice come out of the drawer.
Do you have a name, pal?
It's Calcifer.
Do you have a name?
Calcifer.
Or is that a weird thing to ask Elemental?
of course we have names. Whatever do you mean? Yeah, I do have a name, but why would I know your? Why would I tell you mine if I don't know yours?
Well, my name's Killith. If you wanted,
Hi, Killith.
I was just trying to get acquainted.
I'm Spark.
Nice name.
Fitting, isn't it?
Yes.
So, Gandalf was powerful, but not creative.
I shall name you Heat Flames.
Is there any way for us to prove that we are trying to save the car? Because the crystal for the elements and to the one not for the wards has shattered because of a possessed person.
It's a very annoying
Yeah.
Windling.
Yeah.
I know nothing of any crystals or persons. I was created to guard this page. This is my entire life's duty.
Do you know what's on the page? Because we might not actually need it.
Yeah. We're just looking for something in particular.
I don't know what is on the page, but I know that when the master was writing it, there was water dripping down his eyes.
Oh, he was crying.
I don't know what that means, but...
It means he was sad.
Yeah, he was not happy. He was upset.
I mean, it could have been happy tears, or tears of joy, so... Yeah. But most likely he was sad.
So,
Rocky, I'm not going to throw you into the river or anything like that. I come in peace.
Ha, like you could.
We are peacekeepers.
Yeah, I don't think we could touch a flame.
We are peacekeepers. That's our job, and we're here
Yes.
to keep the peace, and we're trying to save the curse. So please, just let us have a look, and then we'll leave you to
We'll
your
put it right
your
back.
business.
You can see that
We're
he
not
sort
taking
of looks outside of the drawer that you've pulled out. He looks around the room, and his eyes rest on the fireplace. And he goes, maybe if you build me a nice house in there made of logs, then I'll be able to trade this piece of parchment.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Okay.
I don't see a problem with
I
it.
don't
I
see
mean,
a
it might
problem
take a
unless
little
it-
bit of time, but sure.
Yeah.
So you guys
Happy.
agree to his conditions, and you immediately go to the fireplace. There's some logs next to it. However, these logs have sat here for 200 years. They are soaking
nice and
wet. The
dry.
humidity has just made them unusable for anything.
Can I do a wilderness survival to try to find stuff for to build it with?
You
Smart.
can. You're not necessarily in wilderness at this point in time.
It says
However,
finding shelter. It says finding shelter, and that's technically what I'm doing.
okay, so finding shelter for a little spark. Okay, go for it. Let's see how that goes.
Can we just take him with us?
What can we just put you like in an oil lantern or something?
I got 4. I mean,
Can we put him in
my
there?
door.
So for 4, that's nothing.
Yeah.
When you mentioned lantern, he went, "What's a lantern?"
It's
Oh,
like
do we have a lantern with us?
It's like a little glass orb that you can
Is that-
be in.
Little-
Is that a...
It's a little firehouse for fire to live
In
in.
a way.
Firehouse, did you say?
Yeah, and
Wow.
it's
We can
portable. You
transport
can
you in
see
it.
the world.
It's I'm fire, so it seems like it's my house.
Do we have a lantern with us?
I'll go find one, like right now.
There is
another
quite a
question.
sizable lantern, hand lantern on next to Gandalf's bed, so you've got that if you want that.
Is it portable? Can
Yes,
I bring
it's
him
it's
with
like
us?
a hand lantern.
Can we bring Spark with us?
I'm gonna grab the lantern.
So that way, if we take the paper with us and you in the lamp, you're still protecting
Still
the
keep
paper.
your promise.
Yeah, you're still protecting the paper.
That is a very good argument, Alette. Do you want to roll either charisma or anything that you want to use in that stead to try and convince him of?
Let's see. I have charisma as step 6, but I also have acting.
No, that
So,
wouldn't
no?
be
Alright,
acting.
yeah.
No.
Okay. I'll do charisma then, because I don't think I have anything else.
And because you've got sort of 3 people arguing the same case for you, add +3 steps, +1 step for each of your companions.
Okay. 10.
Do you know what? I have spent so much time in this bloody drawer, not even knowing what it is that I'm protecting. Give me that lantern. Open it up. I'm coming
Yes,
with you.
I opened the lantern for him, holding it open. Like, come on in, buddy. I'm very excited about this.
So he jumps in. He's a really little spark, and the lantern is quite big. So he runs around it a little bit. Tell me what's in the lantern. What's inside it? Is there a knot? Is there... What lantern is this?
Well, if it's an oil one, doesn't it have like the little knob they turn and
Yeah,
it comes
the-
out of like the middle part?
Yeah,
It's like one of those dealy deals.
absolutely.
So that's in there, and I
Is
assume
it
he'd be
one
able to
that's fully
light it, right?
encased, or is it one that's open at the top, though?
I'm picturing like the ones that have like the handle,
I'm
the little
thinking
top,
fully
and it's
encased.
like, yeah, like the
Like-
glass,
like-
the old school.
The only opening is through a hatch that we open up.
Metal and glass. Little metal part opens. The rest is glass.
Google
Yeah.
oil
So
lantern.
it is
That's
Like
fine. The reason I'm asking that is in case of, say, water ingress, is it enclosed?
Oh.
Are you able to enclose it entirely to stop any water ingressing in there? Or is it a lantern that's open at the top or has some holes at the top? Because obviously there has to be air fluctuation as the fire breathes.
I mean, I would say there's probably like those little tiny holes like at the top.
Now I want to make a little placard that says like probably.
And that, and if we need
put it
to,
on
we can like
something.
cover up.
Roll
the
for
little
crafting.
hole.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
This
So
is
we
the
have somebody who can
shittiest
make
picture
stuff.
in the world. But like, it has metal
6.
and glass. You know what I mean?
So let's say that the top is
That-
movable, so you can screw it like 90 degrees left, and then it closes those holes to make it a little bit more airtight. And then
Okay.
when you want to light it up, you open it so that obviously the air can get inside.
Can I
How are
attach
you
this
feeling
lantern
in
to
the
my belt?
spark?
Sorry, one person at a time.
Can I attach this lantern to my belt?
To your belt.
It has a little hoop at the top. Can I keep
It
them on
has
my
a little
hip?
hoop at the top, but it will be quite sizable.
Should you put it on your pack instead?
Yeah,
On your,
on
like,
the backpack
backpack
it
or
would probably make more sense.
Okay. All right, I'm keeping them with me.
How are you
I'd sit
feeling
your
in the
backpack and
spark?
talk to him if I didn't want to.
Nice.
Makes friends. Makes friends.
Oh, yeah,
with
I
Spark.
rolled a 6 for
You
my.
rolled a 6 on crafting. Okay,
Yeah.
so tell me, how did you do this? Whether it's a metal plaque or whether it's a wooden plaque.
Well, I was thinking I was thinking a metal plaque, but I don't know how I would attach it now that I think of it.
Let's say that you've got your crafting tools, and if it's a very thin metal plaque, then you will be able to use those tools to engrave whatever
Sure.
message you want to engrave. So what message is that?
Property of spark.
Property of spark. Absolutely. Yep.
Lovely.
You've done that.
Perfect.
Make sure you show Spark what you made, so that way
Yeah.
he knows that we've determined this lantern is his.
As soon as Spark sees it, he lights up much brighter and he goes, "Oh, that's cool! That's gonna be my new house!"
Hell yeah.
How big
Anyway,
is
come.
Spark compared to me?
Spark is
15 inches.
about half of you.
Tiny.
He's up onto your belt.
Now, is he like a fire spirit? Is that what you?
You haven't got
Elemental?
enough knowledge to know for sure, but that certainly looks like one. He looks like a fire spirit, fire elemental, but could be some sort of a construct. You don't know the specificity of it.
Now that I'm done crafting the thing for spark, I would like to check the paper.
So you'll do that in a minute. And you know that it's rude to ask. It's like, where are you from? But where are you really from? You know, that kind of mentality.
I didn't
Where are
ask
you?
him myself.
Yeah, no, not that. He'll tell us if he wants to.
I'm just adding him to my inventory.
Killith, you take that piece of parchment from the drawer, and you can see that it's written in common language, in Dwarven. Dwarven is a common language in this world. And let me show you what it says.
Don't let spark out of the drawer. You'll kill everyone.
The true bad guy of this entire campaign is going to be Spark. The betrayal will be intense. I will cry.
Spark is also half my size, so it's smaller than me. So
Baby.
I have assigned you all permissions to the piece of paper that has been
Ooh.
found.
a
Oh.
poem.
Again, if one person could take it on them to read it out loud.
It's not
I'm trying-
opening for me.
I'm trying to open it and it's being difficult.
Maybe it takes a while.
Well,
load.
now one of us has to draw spark.
It
It's out
shouldn't
of
be
the question.
difficult, but I'll screenshot it for you on
You mean
Discord
one of y'all, because I
anyway.
can't draw.
Mm.
It's
And
alright. I'm trying to get a picture of Spark. Is he like just like in a cartoon, how it's just like a little floating like fireball, or does he have like arms? a
He's
body,
not floating.
legs?
He's got like those little stick arms and legs as well.
I'm like literally just picturing cipher from Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen it, so I don't know what it looks like. I've seen clips, and the clips I've seen, he's in the fireplace, so...
So you want one of us to read the poem, or what?
Yes, if one of you could do that, that would be brilliant.
Should I do it?
Yes, you've taken it out, so if you can do it. Perform a dramatic reading.
Let's go. Let the one with dyslexia read it. Heed the warning of a desperate heart, leading guilt through every night. Some say that goals justify the means, but this does not stop the fearful tears. His crown of bones is our salvation. His crown of bones will be our doom. Like lamb reared for slaughter, heed the warning soon. Trapped in a cage, wolf or shepherd, trapped in a cage, devoured from within. Or obedience, his feast eternal, or submission through my greatest sin. Like a dagger piercing a small, bleeding heart, pull it out and you'll surely die. If only I could tell you why.
Kid boy.
Thank you.
Oh shoot. My Chemical Romance's new album sounds great.
That's not what I was going for, but I'll take it.
His crown of bones is our salvation.
Bones
Crown of bones will be our doom. Our obedience is feast eternal. Our submission.
This is not on topic, but did Spark have some kind of accent? Because I kind of imagined him like a tiny New Yorker.
Which is okay. In Howl's Moving Castle, he is voiced by Billy Crystal, and that's exactly what he sounds like.
I'm living here.
That's really what it is.
But just like when we opened up and he was like, "Hey, who are you?"
Yeah, hey, I'm protecting here.
Yes, this is certainly what he looks like. This is now official.
Yes. Oh, now the poem opens. Okay.
Better late than never.
Alright, so we're taking that with us because I've got a feeling that it's gonna help
Well,
later
we
on.
have to. We can't take Spark and just leave the paper.
Yeah. Because the whole reason he came was so he could protect the paper while we have it.
Okay. We're definitely taking it.
Yeah. Duh.
Is
I've
there
only had
anything else
Spark.
we need to take from here?
Maybe the map,
The
or
map.
like the journal.
Was there anything else in the room that we have not gone through? So we've gone. How many did we go through? All the drawers on the desk.
You can spend some more time looking through things. I will have another perception roll then if you want to keep perusing.
Killith is just going over to a bookshelf and just like pulling every book out slightly to see if there's like a secret entrance.
Oh, that's cool. Yep.
Awareness.
He's not actually reading any of the titles.
Roll awareness.
Not awareness, roll perception if
I want
if
to
you
look
wish to.
under the mattress.
What?
I got an 8 for my perception.
Tirli, if you look under the mattress, you find bed bugs.
No.
So there'll be some money.
I'm gonna change the books that I took to fire and wood, not water, because now I have a little fire.
Now that we have Spark.
I rolled an 8 for my perception.
Nothing else jumps out at you. You seem to think that this is all that was to be found here.
So we got elemental books, Spark and the parchment, and the map, and the journal entry.
Yes.
Right, that's what we're taking?
Yep.
Alright, so you haven't been outside the drawer for like 200 years?
You know, we flame elementals sleep a lot. It's not a big deal.
I'm gonna sit on Adella's backpack next to Spark if she'll let me, just to kind of like watch his reaction as we walk out to see what he thinks of this.
I actually think I'm gonna like unclip him and hold him up for the first time. I have
Gotcha.
never loved something so much in my life
Yeah.
since meeting
We've
Clark.
all become immediately attached to this. I
You-
watched
This is the literal meme of like DM shows something cute, party immediately adopts it.
You unclip the lamp, you raise him up in front of everyone, and somewhere in the background there is like, Snwick, yeah.
Anything the light touches is your kingdom.
Anything the water touches, run.
I've only had,
Easy water run.
I've only had
Which
Spark
means
for
we'll
half a
probably
day.
not be down for going on a boat ride deep into the caves with
It'll-
us.
That's the top screws. So like real quick, it'll be like, oh, we're going on order. Fucking quick, like slide ahead. Fucking gotta.
Yeah, you can do that. You can
We
absolutely
slowly
do
learn.
that.
We now know that he sleeps a lot.
Me too.
I mean, now that I'm awake, I'm quite excited. You can see that he's looking all around that little lantern, because it's all glass around. So he has a nosy here, and then he looks there, and then he stares at something else. He does seem very, very excited to be out of that drawer finally.
We should show them the statue of Gendos.
You can do that, yeah.
I love him so much, and I know
This
you're
entire
going
episode
to
is
kill
just gonna
him.
be us showing him around.
I know he's
Just
going to
eyes
die.
No, he's not.
And the only thing that he's sort of reserved by is when he looks at Tirli and he goes, Waterfolk.
It's okay, we'll break
It's not
that.
like she's made of water. She can't like spit water or something.
Yeah, but it's like she's dripping water. I don't like that. And you do realize that you're all very, very sweaty because of that lack of circulation of air within the Kaer.
Okay. No.
It's okay. It's a good
Alright.
thing he's a bit nervous around one of us, you know, just to keep him in check. You never know.
So where would you like to go next? You've pretty much discovered everything that you think was there to be discovered in this particular room. Your rolls haven't yielded anything else.
Should we take him to all this to Hillborn, since that's the reason we came down here?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
absolutely.
We
We
know we
definitely-
need to leave the care.
Yeah, lovely. Yay.
Yeah, you should definitely go back as soon as possible and show them everything we found. Because obviously that's what he wants.
Well, we want to keep the poem, which is what Spark was protecting. And
Yeah.
if so, Spark wants to keep protecting the poem. So would that mean Spark would stay with him, or would we want? So what would that be?
It's
Spark.
coming with us.
Spark,
Yeah.
Spark stays.
Yeah.
We can just tell Hillborn that, you know, the poem can maybe help us on our investigations, and so can Spark, so, you know. He'll probably be okay with that.
So I understand you're making your way back to Hillborn's hut. As you approach it, you sort of walk past one of the windows first before you get to the door, and you can see that Hillborn and his husband are in very close proximity, talking about something and gesticulating quite a bit. Is there anything you want to do, or do you just want to knock on the door?
Can I eavesdrop?
Yeah. We drop.
Of course,
Can
you
I-
guys. Of course, you guys can eavesdrop. Would you like to roll either perception or anything else that you want to use for that?
Were me and Tirli charmed? Does that last for a certain amount of time? Like,
You have no idea. You just know that you wanted to do what he wanted you to do. That's about it.
And you did.
And you ended up doing it. Yes.
Okay. I don't have anything else. I have awareness, but I don't think they'll.
No.
Into this, yeah.
We're looking at purely
I got it.
perception.
I got a 10.
10. Yep.
14.
14. Well done.
Oh, why not? That's
And
7.
Killith 7. Okay. So 10 and 14, Adella and Alette, what you can hear is that the conversation revolves around what to do next, obviously, as you would have thought about it. And Hillborn's husband seems to be implying that if you go out to try and retrieve that crystal, you need to be given all the resources that the Kaer has, and that's not limited to things like some potions and things like that, maybe medical supplies, but also he definitely mentioned something called the living crystal. And then when that was mentioned, Hilborn said, but we can't just give them the living crystal. And his husband says, yes, we do, and you know that we do.
Do we know anything about said living crystal? Like, will we know anything about that?
You have never heard that term before. Maybe those of you who have some sort of magic knowledge, you can roll half magic if you like, Adella. And Tirli, you've got some sort of knowledge to do with metallurgy and things like that, geology in general. So if you want to, you can roll for that as well.
Half magic, or I also have magical theory.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
It's actually not on my list.
Ooh.
Got a 12.
Ooh.
So, living crystal, Adella, you know that it is a very powerful, very rare crystal infused with elemental magic that births the Obsidian, which is the race of almost like rock people. They are genderless, they are born of rocks. And this seems to be the crystal that they're talking about, but you were not aware of there being one in the Kaer. There's no Obsidian in the Kaer, and had it been removed from its original place, it would mean a genocide of that specific tribe of Obsidian that were born of this crystal. So very, very sketchy if it's replaced or removed.
So in other words, like, in order for them to have attained one, they had to remove it from a tribe of Obsidian or
of a living rock, yes.
A living rock. Good boy.
Genocide.
The genocide of...
That would basically mean that all the Obsidian that were born of that rock would sooner or later die.
I'm going to knock on the door.
You very politely knock on the door. Hilborn looks at the window, sees your face, because you're basically like that at this point on the windows. And he, yeah, come on in. Do tell, what have you found out?
Okay, so I guess we're going to pull out the map, the poem, and the journal entry, right?
According to this journal, we need to leave the Kaer in order to find another crystal.
Yep. And
this is what
Elven
I
feared. Elven elementalist outside of the Kaer.
In the jungle.
And they'll also show him the map and ask him, does he know anything about these areas on the map? Can he help us?
He looks at the map, but he's a human. He's in his 40s. He looks at the map and he says, it doesn't really mean much to me. And then he pulls out one of the maps that you guys have already found on Foundry that are of Barsave, and he just says that this is what we have known from before the Scourge.
Do you know anyone in the Kaer that might happen to have more info about that?
What would you like to find out exactly so that I can direct you to the right name givers?
Well, like where the Kaer is on this map.
Yeah, where we are on this map. At all.
And things like that.
So he looks at the map and he points towards that mountain chain around where the swords are, and he says it probably is somewhere here. But the Kaer was built, 200 years ago. We are deep inside the mountains, so the entry point would necessarily be where we are at the moment, if that makes sense.
Would the Elven Elementalists still be alive?
Elves? Well, let elves speak for themselves.
I mean, if they're
Adella.
outside, I don't know. It's very possible that they're way dead. We don't know what it's like out there, but in theory, probably. Depends on how healthy their lifestyle was too.
30 minutes of
Was
cardio
there-
every day.
Yeah, I don't plan on living that long, so actually, but this person might. I don't know.
Was there a jungle on the map?
Yeah.
Yes, across the water, like we have the desert mountain range, and then this whole stream of water with a bridge going over and jungle. So it'll
Okay.
be a trip.
Okay.
Actually, because Tirli has map making, if you would like to roll for that, you may be able to ascertain the scale of the map.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
How big
see.
is the sea dragon?
Yeah, I want to know if that's like just for some like flavor to the
Like,
water,
I would
or
assume
if that's
so,
a
because
warning.
on some type of maps they have just like sea serpents and that type of thing. So I'm going to be positive and assume it's not, but I know that's probably very wrong.
So-
considering the
so
state
Tirli-
outside.
Even if it is real, it's not near the brig, at least.
So
Yeah.
Tirli, with 4, you're able to ascertain that it would probably be between 3 and 4 days journey from where you are, assuming you are where the swords are, all the way to that citadel or mansion that you can see on the map.
Okay.
And with your expertise, Sea Dragon could well be a flavor, but might not.
What it tastes like.
Horrors outside.
I guess we'll find out.
I guess you will. So Hilborn looks at you and says, when was the last time you guys slept? And when he says that, it hits you that you've been up
Fine sleep.
for well over 24 hours straight at this point. He
Silence
says,
answers that.
he says, I will prepare what needs to be prepared for you to be able to leave the wards. Give me a day. Go, sleep, talk to your families, and come back at daybreak tomorrow.
Well,
Okay.
I admit I am tired.
Yep.
Sounds like
So-
a good idea.
I would like all of you just shortly to tell me what it is that you're doing in that downtime, whether you want to prepare anything, see anyone, do anything. Let's start with Tirli.
So I need to go back to my Nile and kind of tell them about everything that happened with Sibylla, because that was quite a big deal for all the T-Scrang. So I go back there and call a little meeting and tell them about what went down and inform them that everything is okay now and that there will probably be some other T-Scrang joining our Nile soon, coming from deep in the caverns. So yeah, I just give them the lowdown and then I go to bed.
Very well. Killith?
Yeah, Killith's probably going home to his mom and his sister and telling them about what is gonna happen, that he's gonna have to leave the care for some amount of days and something.
They do seem quite worried about you, but they see the need for it. You can tell that there's fear and anxiety in their eyes, but also a lot of tiredness. They don't want to go on as things are at the moment, so they understand why you do what you do. Alette?
I'm going to go to my twin brother and basically tell him of my adventures and that I'm going to have to leaving Kaer soon. And yeah.
When he hears that, he bursts into tears. He hadn't seen you for ages. He was actually in the process of writing a letter to you as you came in to respond to yours, but he doesn't want to let you go. He's saying that there are other name givers who should be doing this, and you should stay where you are and just be with the family.
I understand that, but this is something that if I don't go, who else will? That I don't really have a choice. And plus, you know, I've always wanted to see outside. I don't want to die in the Kaer. If I die outside of these walls, I've seen what I've wanted to see. I've seen the moon, I've seen the stars, I've seen the sky.
Alette.
I want to go.
Alette, promise me you'll come back.
I'll
Promise
do my
me you'll
best.
come back. You
I
have
can't-
to. You have to promise.
I promise I'll try. I promise I'll try. I can't promise anything. You know that. We've been told stories of what lives outside of this Kaer, these mountains. How can
He
you
turns
expect me
he
to
turns
promise?
around from you. He's just sobbing in the corner on his bed right now. He's not. If you can't promise him that he'll come back, he's shutting off.
How many daggers do I have?
Enough.
Enough?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him one of my daggers and give it to him and say that here, have this. Just I want you to have this just in case. I promise what I can promise. And I'll take Arachne off my head, and I'm assuming Loki's with me.
Yes.
And I have these two to help him protect. So, I mean, I'm not alone. I'm going to be with 3 others and these 2. And
he wipes his
Loki's-
tears. He wipes his tears. He takes the dagger from you, and he looks at it. He looks at the hilt. He looks at the blade, and he says, "If you don't come back, I will go and avenge you." And Adella, what are you doing?
Free backup character right there.
Well, I don't have family to go say goodbye to. So on my way home, I'm going to stop at the Bone Garden and commune with the spirits there that I have communed with for years, just to say goodbye to them, because I won't be able to do it when I'm out there. And they were some of the closest things to me, if in the end, I guess. It's a weird type of relationship she has, but being alone, that's...
And as you sit in the Bone Garden and you commune with the spirits, usually in the presence of ghosts and spirits, cold goes through you. But on this occasion, you feel almost warm. You feel like they envelop you and hug you. And they're so close to you that you don't feel that cold anymore. You just feel presence, and this is enough for you.
How does Spark react to ghosts?
Fair. Spark is with me right now, but
Is he asleep?
he's sleeping.
Taking a little nap.
There are other spirits, even though he's elemental spirit and they're non-elemental spirits. They're from the same plane of existence, so he's fine with them.
So, Spark and Zack are gonna be friends.
We're gonna be best friends. Yeah, she says, thank you, for keeping me company. I don't know if I'll be back. I might not, but hopefully one way or another, I'll see you all again.
And you can't hear those words, but you feel them deep inside you. You feel them saying, you will be back in one form or another, But when you're gone, we will be with you in one form or another. And let's take 5 minutes break from here. When you leave the Kaer, this camouflage will be able to cover your footprint and cover your magic imprint in the world. You will still have to be very careful. Anything that can see you will see you, but hopefully most of the horrors will not be able to sense you, as long as you've got this crystal on you. So this is the living crystal that you have to keep on you at all times. And pray for us as you take it out of the Kaer.
We will look after it. Thank you, Heelborn.
Please bring it back. Know that I don't do this lightly, and know that I am aware this opens the Kaer up to a lot of damage from the outside should we be detected by horrors. But your mission right now is more important than that. Our survival lies with you. And as he says that, he finishes his speech, and you can see that quite a few name givers have gathered around the harbor, and the mood is rather somber one. That they're very quiet. Some of them brought flowers to give to you on the way. Some of them wave at you. Tirli, you have noticed within that crowd Illy, your the T-Skrunk that you guys have saved. She approaches you. She's much better now. She has been clearly healed by Heelborn's husband. She looks up at you and she goes into her pocket. She takes out a pendant. You can see that pendant is a symbol of your Nile. And she hands it to you. Can you describe to everyone what it is that you're seeing? What symbol it is?
It is a symbol of an eel. And it's a silver pendant and has the eel insignia sort of just, swimming like a little wavy tail. And I'm really touched.
And Illy tells you that this is the last thing that my mom ever gave to me when she was still herself. I want you to have it because you will need it more than I will. And then as you look at that pendant, you realize that within the eel, there is a little glass flask with a little bit of liquid in it. Maybe enough for one small sip. But you don't know what it is. And that doesn't bring any memories. You don't know of any pendants that were imbued with anything like that.
Later on, I can help if you need to.
Oh yes,
I have knowledge.
I ask Idiot first. Just does she know anything about it? Did Sibylla say what was inside this pendant?
Mom only said that this will come very, very useful one day and will help protect me.
Well, when I head back to the crowd, I immediately ask Alette, do you know what this could be? Can you check this out?
If you've got alchemy, Alette, you can roll for it, absolutely.
I have knowledge of alchemy?
Yeah, go for it.
What the fuck is this shit?
I got a 4.
From Sibylla. So it can only be bad. Or maybe it's good. I don't know.
I got a 4.
You've got 4. 4 isn't enough. You don't know what this is.
I'm overwhelmed right now.
Yes.
Yeah. Later
on,
could I later on, when we're not as bombarded, see if I could try again?
From system point of view, once you've gained another level in that, you can try again. But we'll get to it when we get to it. I'll let you know when you can do it again. So yes, Tirli, you got the pendant from Ili. Killith, Kirina walks up to you, your sister, and you can see there's tears in her eyes, and she looks up at you, at her big brother, and her whole body is shaking, but she has a packet wrapped in a cloth for you, and she just sort of hands it over to you. You can tell that she can't speak.
Take it.
You
Can
take
I open it up?
you take the packet, you open it up, and you feel magic coming out of that packet. So it's basically just a small wooden box, and when you open the crate, you see that there's tools in it. The very basic set of tools. But what's interesting about them, they are imbued with some runes, and those runes bring to mind Upandal. Upandal is a passion of crafters and armorers. I would have you roll, let's say go for half magic.
How do you spell that?
Upandal?
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Sorry.
Yes, Upandal.
Ooh. 15.
15.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
you realize you are now in possession of what's called Upandal's Blessing. Whenever you do any crafting with those tools, or whether you perform your artisan skills with those tools, you basically get what in D&D would be called an advantage. If you've got a bad roll, you can re-roll it.
Nice.
Nice.
I think I just smile, ruffle, take one of my hands and ruffle her hair and just say, thanks, Kiri.
And she tries to smile back, but it only prompts tears to go down her face. Alette, you guys, all you guys can see is another Windling flying up to Alette. And when you look at him, he looks very much like her. They're almost identical. And he says, I have been thinking about what you said, and I don't want to say goodbye like that. I have something for you. And then he goes into his pocket and he takes out a divining wand. Basically just like that divining wand that you would use looking for things in a desert. This has been in Kaer for quite a while now. I won it playing cards a few weeks ago. I thought you should have it. So Alette, that divining wand, basically it gives you +3 to wilderness survival when you search for water. Okay?
Thank you.
So the three of you who have people in this care that care about you have had your goodbyes said, and Adella, you sort of stay in the back. You look at those interactions with families and friends and people important in other name givers' lives. And as you resign yourself to the fact that there isn't anyone that will come and say goodbye to you, there isn't anyone that you've got in your life who will be here for you, a mist around you appears. And for the first time in your entire life, you see two spirits that you have never seen. It's your parents. Your mom and your dad came to say goodbye to you. You can see them, they stand just at the brink of the water, and they wave at you. And they can't say anything, and they kind of spook people around, but they are there with you. And as they wave, as you approach them and wave at them, they point to something that's lying on the ground, and as your gaze falls upon it, they disappear into the mist. But what's on the ground is some stones that seem to be imbued with magic.
I pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You pick the stones up, and you feel warmth coming from them. It's like the love of your parents is imbued in those stones. And the more you think about your parents, the warmer the stones get. They're called heat stones, and they can provide as much heat as you want, or as much heat as you can generate by thinking of your family. Can be used to start fires, for example.
You got me starting to tear up right there.
Oh.
One single strong tear.
I was fighting my back.
I went from laughing at the
It wasn't
sentence
even
that
from
like
mine, it was
nobody
from
fucking cared about her.
So like parental love gets me because I love my mom so much. Like, you want to make me cry?
I just started thinking about my own dad and that happening to me, and it just made me go.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Those
I hate
heartstrings.
that smile on your face right now. I see that little smile on your face.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. Her spirit, her parents' ghosts are just gonna get corrupted. Nothing else.
Okay. Heat stones.
Don't worry
cool.
about it.
Great.
And as you have said your last goodbyes, that somber mood sort of leaves you, and then you step up on Eastvan's boat. He looks at the four of you and he just says, "Ready?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
As
takes
ready
the
as I'll be.
and he takes the pole and he pushes the boat away from the shore. And with that one swift, powerful movement, you are away on the river. And you realize that the people that you see on the other side of the river, you may be seeing them for the last time in your lives, as they just become smaller and smaller as you travel deeper within the Kaer. Istvan doesn't speak much. He understands the severity of the situation. He just tells you that he will take you to the end of the wards, of the protective wards. This is where he usually goes to, check up on the etchings of the wards, the runes, to make sure that they work as they're intended. You've got good few hours journey ahead of you on that river. Is there anything that you would like to know or say, or do you just contemplate what's ahead of you?
I think I send a silent prayer to the passions to look after my brother. Now that we've taken one of the things that protects them with us, I just send a silent prayer for them to protect him against anything that would harm him.
Is there any specific passion, or just in general all the passions?
The one, can't remember her name. The one that's isn't there one for like protecting the house? Like one usually like
Astender, yes.
Yeah.
Astender is the one. She's the passion of the household and safe place and community. Yep. The rest of you, do you do anything specific?
I'm just sitting in the back of the boat by myself with those stones just like clutched. Like,
you have to be very, very careful, because the more you think of your family, you obviously think about them right now, the stones get really hot, so you need to figure something out as to how you're gonna store them.
these things are warm as fuck.
They're almost getting like red coals in your hand. So
Can I put them in the lantern with spark?
yes, of course you can. Absolutely, that's what I was thinking you'd do.
I'm gonna, after I'm like, okay, ow, yes, I love you guys too. I'm gonna put it in the, gonna open it, turn my backpack, open it up, be like, here, spark.
Ooh, why are they so hot?
I love my parents. All right, cool talk. Close.
Family.
What's a parents?
Oh boy.
You know how like your master summoned you, kind of like I guess created you in a way.
Yeah.
They're like that.
Oh, so they're the people that tell you what to do.
Sometimes.
That's what love will protect you.
Yeah.
Love and protect.
Sometimes.
Yes.
They love and protect. And he looks at his lantern, he looks at you. Are you my parent?
You know what? Yes.
Yes.
Sure,
Yes.
buddy.
All of us are.
Okay.
Sometimes a family is
Probably
an
except
elf,
for me.
a windling, a troll, and
Evan,
a water parent that you're not a big fan of, but you will be one day.
she's like the art.
It's always
The
that person in the family.
The
And-
wine ant.
And,
Yeah.
and the flame sort of engulfs the entire lantern. And he goes, "I've never had a parrot before. That is so awesome!" And he starts running around the little lantern.
Cute.
If he
You're
dies,
so
I
cute.
quit.
If
He dies, I'm leaving.
I'm done.
I'm not talking to you ever again.
Is that a threat?
What do you
Or-
think?
You've seen how attached we are to this character.
I will
just gotta-
kill every passion in the name of Spark.
I've literally had Spark for half a day, and if anything happens to him, I'll kill everyone in the
Kill
room.
everyone in
The
this
reason I
room,
become
then
an
myself.
elementalist, I multi-class that just to bring something like him back.
Oh shit, are me and Alette gonna multi-class here as like elemental people too? Oh, fire ghosts.
Jesus.
That
Fire.
ghost is on
A
fire.
fire animal.
Yes.
Uh,
Now we.
Water
Okay,
Fire,
and
sword.
anyone else doing anything else while on the boat?
I have a look a little bit more closely at this pendant that Illy gave me, and
I
is
will
it
have
made
you.
of-
Yeah, go on.
Oh, sorry. Is it made of a metal? Could I use the metallurgy knowledge to kind of investigate it?
Yes, it's made of metal. Yes, you can roll metallurgy if you want to. You can also roll either half magic, or if you've got some sort of specific knowledge. But it's your Nile, so I would say half magic would do as well.
I don't think I have half magic. As a,
You
It's
do.
below
Everyone
your karma.
everyone has half magic, and it's next to the karma.
oh, I see.
Half magic is basically if I don't know what to tell you to roll, I tell you to roll that.
I'm not having good rolls today.
Was that the metallurgy or was that the half magic roll?
Half magic.
Okay, so that's nothing in metallurgy.
Come on. I need to learn something about this thing.
11. Okay, there is something that you can deduct from this. This pendant has definitely been made over 200 years ago, before you've entered the Kaer. Because some of the stuff that was used to make up the alloy that it's made of would not have been found within the Kaer.
Pretty ancient.
Pretty ancient, yes. And that little vial of whatever it is that's imbued in this, you can pretty much tell that it's imbued in a way that it couldn't have been put in there afterwards. It must have been made and imbued at the same time as the pendant was made.
Wow, this is interesting. I'm curious, even more curious now to know what's inside.
But unfortunately, that's all that you can find out from for the time being. You guys,
Wand look like?
say again?
What does the wand look like? This divining wand.
You tell me. It's a divining wand.
Okay.
You tell me what it looks like.
First thing that popped into my head is just a very like sleek looking like. It looks like wood, but at the same time the wood looks kind of silvery. Is
Mm-hmm.
what I was thinking. But other than that, it kind of looks just like a stick. But if you put it among other sticks, it would definitely stand out.
It's
Type of thing.
it's definitely imbued with both the kernels of elemental wood as well as elemental water. So that's what gives it that silvery color that you're talking about. Good. Okay, so you spend several hours on the boat. it's been about half a day, so you're going through your rations a little bit. You have some food before you reach the end of the journey. You've passed by the White Trout Inn, and they were waving at you from the brink of the river as well. A couple of fishermen in there, and whoever took over the inn, they knew about you going past, so they gave you some fresh fish. They smoked them for you, so you could eat without affecting your rations. And then about an hour later, after that, you get to a dead end, or at least what looks like a dead end. So you've been swimming down that river, and then all of a sudden you get to a point where there's just a cave face in front of you. It's just rock. And Istvan says, "This is as far as I can take you." And then as you approach very, very close to that cave, to that stone, runes start to appear and shine, and you understand these are the protective wards of the Kaer. Outside of that, you will be outside of the protection. Istvan looks at the four of you and says, "Well, looks like you are our only hope, so I guess you better take this." And he puts his hand into his backpack, and he pulls out an Orcalcium-based jar with kernels of elemental water inside. Basically, elemental water is the magical water that's used for a variety of reasons, like to create magical items or elements. It's worth more than money, if that makes sense. And he gives it to you guys and says, "I don't know what you'll encounter out there, but I guess you'll be able to use this if you need to."
We'll try our best.
Thank you.
So what happens after this point? Because you're in front of a wall, basically. You have to dive underwater, and there is a pocket of air just on the other side of this rock here. All the best. Good luck.
Thank you.
Close to land.
So that means until after we go underwater,
Yep,
until my wings dry, I cannot fly.
that's correct. So basically what you need to do is to dive for an unknown amount of time, because you don't know how far it needs to go in order for you to reach that pocket of air that he's talking about. What's your plan of for doing that?
Tirli, can you check so that you can breathe underwater a little bit?
Can you check to see how far down it is and let us know?
Yeah, I'll do so. And then I suppose when you guys do come, then just to remember to seal up Sparky's little thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I dive down.
Do you do anything before diving down, or you just dive down as you stand? Your rations would soak if you dived with your backpack. You've got an armor on you, which will weigh you down quite significantly.
Okay, so I take all of that off. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's on the other side to take off my armor. But okay, I leave my bag with the rations, and I leave my armor, but I do take my sword with, just in case.
Okay, absolutely, you can do that. In this case, you do a quick dive. I would have you roll for, let me think. Go for dexterity, and because you are a T-Scrunk, add +3 steps to your roll.
Because you are a water person, the Spark would say.
I don't know why I'm rolling so bad.
Well then.
That's sufficient. That is sufficient. You ascertain that it will take the rest of the guys, those who can't swim, about minute and a half to get to the other side. So for my purposes, it's 3 rounds, 3 turns. Okay, and as you pop your head out in that bubble of air, you see that you're in a cave, in an underground cave. And as you look around, you see there is a lot of glowing mushrooms in there, which basically provide a source of light.
Do I see an easy way to get out of the air bubble? Does it?
The cave is quite dark and it goes just deeper in, so no, you can't see the way out. You just see that the cavern goes deeper into the mountain. Well, you can't really tell. It's either into the mountain or out the mountain, but one way or the other, you can't really see what's happening there.
But we will stay in the water. We can't get out. We have to keep swimming when we come up in the cave.
No, now that you've come up with in that cavern, that air bubble, those mushrooms grow on the cave, so you can get out of the water and walk the rest of it.
Okay, cool. So I just dive right back down and I head back to tell the rest exactly how long it will take and what we need to do.
I would have your perception on you on the way back, please, if you can.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Are you being paranoid? Why would you?
Because we're on the edge.
6.
There has never been a player where the DM said roll perception and the player has not been paranoid.
Especially with the past, like with the first game, we failed the perception and then we got snuck up on that little stingray thing. So.
Oh yeah.
On the way back, you sort of look up onto the top of the cave, that rock that you're swimming under. You look up on the top of it, or the bottom of it, really, but top above of your head, and you can see that it must have been part of the original way in and out of the Kaer, because what's underneath that rock? There are carved. Like ladder steps, so that people who don't swim, like for example Adelle or Alette, they could just grab onto those and sort of move their way towards the other side of the cave.
Okay, great. So then they don't need to swim at all.
They don't need to swim, but it will require a little bit of strength.
Okay. So.
But that strength.
I got step 4 for strength. I'm not strong at all.
Alette, but that strength is dependent on the body size, so your target will be different to someone else's target, if that makes sense.
At least then our rations and such won't get soaked.
Yeah.
Or is the ladder going underwater?
Yes, it's vertical, not horizontal.
Never mind.
Or sorry, horizontal, not vertical. So you sort of go along it. You can hold yourself to it, and you go along the rock.
So we're still getting wet?
You're getting wet, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do we have a way to waterproof our rations and such?
You
I
tell
can't
me.
think of one.
Do we have like I would assume like maybe we would have like a pouch, like maybe just like a small type pouch to put that's kind of waterproof, maybe not fully, but kind of.
Let's say you do have a leather pouch that's a little bit more waterproof than your normal backpack, and that would be sufficient to keep your rations in.
Okay. Alright, so I put the rations in there, and I'll take armor off and just put it in my bag like normal.
Spark, I know this is gonna be scary, but we have to go underwater.
Under what?
We're going
underwater.
There's a way
But you're
to
gonna
seal it
be
so that the
all
water
right,
doesn't get in.
okay? You're gonna be all right. Your house is waterproof.
Close your eyes, close your ears. We're sealing it
You
up
are my parents. You're supposed to be looking after me, not taking me into water.
That's why we're
No,
gonna
bad
seal it up.
parent.
We're gonna waterproof your little house so that way
Your
you can
house-
describe.
You're gonna be all right. It's just gonna be a little scary, maybe.
Yeah.
But
That's what
It's gonna be
life
a little
is about.
Trust
and
me,
you're like,
I don't like water either. I can't swim, and then afterwards I can't fly. So I
And
don't
not
like it
to-
either. But
not to be
I
like
have
a
to do
douche or
it.
something, but you're technically over 200 years old.
Yeah.
I slept a lot, okay?
Okay, sure.
Alright. So,
Okay,
You
so
going?
you guys waterproofing your rations. Would you want to swim in your armor, or do you want to pack that armor in your backpacks as well?
will packing it in our backpacks, like, that will help us move easier, right? Like, we're not constricted by our armor or anything, so I would assume I'm taking mine off and putting it in my bag.
I can offer to also take some more stuff from other people, maybe. Like if Alette, you want to give me your armor or something to carry, I don't know. Make it easier.
I mean, if
Killith
you're
doesn't like
offering,
it, but he takes his armor off.
I mean, yeah, mine's 18 for size for an 18-inch person, so I don't think mine will be too heavy for you, Tirli. So if you don't
Okay, cool.
mind, then yeah, I'll
take-
hand you my armor.
Okay, so what
Okay.
order are you guys going in? Is Tirli going up front, or is she staying in the back? And who goes first, second, third?
I assume she's going in the front since she knows the way down there and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going ladder route.
So I have those 2 books and my grimoire. Like, is my grimoire waterproof?
Nope.
So do you have to choose between rations and the books?
I would say yes.
Food or knowledge?
Food or knowledge? Well, I would assume you would put your grimoire in there since you kind of need that for spells and stuff.
Yeah, I need that, or else
You
I'm
also
useless
have
and might
those
as well not
maps
go.
and parchments and things, right?
Oh shit.
Is this ladder is still submerged, right? But it's just to help pull along.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I have. I mean, I can neither swim or climb. I think I'm equal at both.
I just looked at my inventory and realized I have all these drawings in me. Can I assume that I left those at home since they're that I don't really need them anymore?
Yes, if you've left them at home, you've left them at home. That's absolutely fine.
Okay. I want to take the crystal drawing though, just in case we need that to show somebody what we are looking for.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So I will get rid of the other 4 drawings. Could I fold up the crystal drawing and like slide it?
Yeah, as long as it's like 1 pager, it's easy to fit in that
Yep.
bag, in that leather pouch.
Is any of our armors waterproof? Like my cloak, my wyvern cloak, is that nothing that we can wrap stuff in?
Do you know what? Wyvern
Oh.
cloak? I would go for yes, because it's pretty much leather. So yes, if you take it off, you can try to
So I can-
waterproof the books, or something like that.
Cool.
Your map.
I'll give it to you, Alette, and you can try and put your books in it.
I'm technically wearing padded leather, so that won't. I don't have to worry about that getting wet since it's leather armor. Like it won't get as wet as like say.
No, it won't.
my
And it won't get
padded
as
cloth.
heavy. No, you're right.
I'm still taking it off. I'm not risking anything to deter my strength because I don't have that much to begin with.
So Tirli's going first, then who's going?
I'm going ladder route, so I don't know if I should go after or later. Because I can't swim, and yeah, so I'm gonna go just kind of crawling my way.
Okay, so Tirli, you going first, or is Alette going first?
I can go first. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tirli, so that. Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
Tirli, you pretty much swim through without any issues, because you're a T-Scrunk and it's a kid's play for you. Did you take only your equipment with you, or did you take someone else's?
I took Alette's.
Alette's. Okay, that's fine. So you managed to get to the other side of that cave. You're in the air bubble at the moment. You can get on the shore if you would like to. And like I said, there's quite a few mushrooms in there, those glowing mushrooms. Do you embark on the shore, or do you wait in the water for the rest of them?
I wait in the water because I don't want to be too far away from the rest when they come up in case anything goes down.
Okay, that's fine. Alette, you're the second one. I need 3 strength rolls, and the difficulty number is 2. 3 consecutive ones.
You can
Yep.
do it.
You've managed to start. You're holding up to the ladder.
2. I got 8. Hey.
Whoa, you actually, yeah, you feel very, very confident. You're almost there. And 3. You are on the other side of the cave, and you are with Tirli now.
Tirli.
Who goes next, Killith or?
I'll go.
Okay, so I also need 3 strengths from you. For you, the difficulty number is 4.
Okay.
Because you're bigger, heavier.
Yeah. I close Spark's thing. It's closed.
Spark is very, very scared right now. So for the bonding purposes, it will be a make or break of your relationship. Can he trust you is the question for him right now.
Fuck. Okay.
That is the question. Can you trust your parent?
Sometimes no.
Depends on which one.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yep, you've managed. You get a good grip on the ladder. You feel confident halfway through, almost on the other side. And your hand slips.
Oh no!
Close enough to where we can grab her?
You guys didn't really say that you're looking for the people that come from the other side. However, Killith, I presume you were behind. Were you swimming, or were you using the ladder as well?
I was swimming.
You were swimming. So if you just roll for swimming, and then you see Adella losing her grip on the ladder. So 6. You can either choose to go to the other side of the cave, or you can choose to try and rescue her as she goes down to the bottom of the river.
Like to try and help.
Okay, so all I need you to do is to roll for strength, whether you can sort of carry her to the shore, and I need you. What is your toughness, Adella? What is your toughness step?
Step?
Yep.
5.
5. So your strength needs to be 5 or more in order for you to be able to sort of tow her to the to the cave.
Okay.
8. So Adella, basically what happened is your hand slipped, you started going down, you can't swim, you started panicking, and then you felt a strong arm around you, and somebody propelled you towards the shore, and then you realize it's Killith.
So thank fucking God.
So you guys managed to be to get to the cave. You can see that there's a tunnel going deeper inside the mountain. However, I would like Alette to roll. Actually, I'll roll for you, so you don't know what's being rolled. Give me just a second.
I don't like this at all.
Nobody likes that.
The air back into Spark's container.
But here's the thing. I'm down to walking on the ground, 18 inches tall. I can't fly, so...
Here's the thing. Did Spark see that Adella slipped?
Reveal to everyone. If you guys have a look at the chat, you will see what I just rolled.
Potions?
Ooh.
You look at everyone that disembarked, and they're all wet, and obviously they're, pouring water out of their shoes. Adella is making sure that Spark is okay. And then you look around and you look at those mushrooms that are everywhere. And you realize they are heavily poisonous mushrooms. They're the kind of mushrooms that propel little spores in the air when touched. And as you look at the ground, they are interconnected with the roots. So touching one mushroom will immediately move all the mushrooms, and the spores, the poisonous spores, will go up in the air in this small enclosed environment.
Don't touch the mushrooms. We touch them, they explode, they're poisonous. Don't touch them. You touch one, they all go off, and we're doomed. Don't touch the mushrooms.
Great then.
They're also on the ground, so don't step on them.
And they are everywhere. They're on the sides, at the top of the cavern, on the ground as well. You'll have to be very, very careful as you walk. And all of you have to walk because none of you can fly right now.
She's never been in a situation where she cannot fly. She's relied on her flying.
Never had a shower in her life.
Well, no, when she showers, she can't she bathes really. She doesn't shower. She avoids her wings.
She wraps her wings in plastic bags.
And even if they do get wet, she does not go out to where it's dangerous. She keeps in her house, in her safe little confined area where no thing can get to her until they dry.
Well, that is not the case anymore.
So she's freaking out.
Before we do anything, we don't move, we're standing there dead still. I hand Alette her armor back, just so in case.
I was just going to say that before you hand Alette her bag, you realize as she said it, that when you sort of went on the shore, disembarked, you've put the bags just around, and Alette's bag, at this point in time, is just underneath the cap of one of those big mushrooms. So you'd have to be you don't know how you did it without, touching that mushroom, but you'll have to be very, very careful taking it out from underneath that cap to not touch that shroom.
I wonder if I should do it or Alette should do it, seeing Alette is smaller.
Yeah, I'm small and basically I can I do that?
All I need from you is a dexterity roll.
Jesus.
From me or from Tirli?
Well, if you're taking it out, then it's you. If Tirli's taking it out, it's Tirli. We're looking for 6.
I have step 6, so should I? Or Tirli, do you... I think Claire's frozen.
You can just go ahead, I think.
Claire didn't want to do it so bad.
She disconnected. Nope!
Just bye.
I guess I'll do it.
Go for it then.
Don't screw me over. I got 8.
You very, very gently pulled that back from underneath the cap of the shroom, and you didn't touch on anything. But you did ascertain that they're very, very flexible, so as soon as you'll touch one, everything will start spouting those spores into the air.
Oh shit, I just remembered. Loki slithers on the ground.
Well, he can jump on one of us.
Loki is very flexible, so he'll be able to make his way in between the mushrooms. They're not very dense, but they're close enough that you have to be careful.
How did Arachne do in the water?
She basically made a cocoon for herself in your hair, and she's fine.
Oh.
Okay. Good.
Well,
put my armor back on.
Claire just messaged that she's defrosting her computer because it's frozen. So, what is your plan, guys? How do you want to approach? You don't see where this mushroom field ends. You just see that it goes in and deep into the tunnel.
I guess onward. We don't really have another option.
Was when we came up, the water, it's it's not like a continuing river, or was it just we came up and there's just a little?
It's just like a little pool and
like a basin.
Yeah,
or...
the river doesn't go any further in.
Okay.
This seems to be the end point.
I'm just gonna take a piece of cloth and like dip it in the water and be ready to put it over my mouth and nose if the
Oh yeah.
Okay.
mushroom explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we all do that?
Of course you can. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna follow Killith's fucking
Oh, we
maneuver
see him
there.
do that. Go smart.
Oh shit! Big brain moment.
Do we just start tiptoeing around the mushrooms?
I would like to give it a couple more minutes for Claire to come back so
Yeah,
that we
okay.
can do it all together.
Tiptoe.
We're back.
Anyway.
We're back in full squad.
Anyway.
Okay, but can you roll for me because my computer's still
Oh,
starting.
I rolled dexterity. I rolled for that, and I managed to grab the backpack.
Yes, she's got the backpack. And also, what happened in the meantime? There was a big brain moment from Killith, and he soaked some rugs in water and put it over his mouth, just in case.
Would you
If,
believe I learned that from watching The Office?
Yeah, I actually would.
Yeah.
So, if your PC is restarting, if you want, we can wait a couple more minutes so you can be rolling for yourself. Otherwise, we'll just get cracking.
Yeah,
So do we have a plan?
I mean, what's our plan other than just watch where you step?
Yeah, and watch our tail.
Hold your tail up in your arms.
Okay, tails up over the shoulder.
Great.
Okay, in this case, if you need to do this, just so I'll let you know now, you can hold your breath for the number of rounds equal to your toughness rating.
Is that like the current value or the step?
The rank. Or the current value, yes.
Okay. So my toughness is 13.
No, the other one.
6?
There you go. That's the one. Yes.
Use that current
The
value.
step.
So,
Yes, I
Not
didn't
the
remember
current
what it's called properly, so I had to. Yeah, step. It's a
I was
step.
about to say, I was like 11 turn. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ! I don't
no,
have
no,
to breathe.
no.
I got a
Turn.
strong one.
I'll let like a little balloon.
Okay.
Okay. So I will have everyone roll dexterity. You guys decide between one another who goes first,
Oh,
second,
God.
third.
Ooh.
And I need you to do 3 rolls for me. Oh, look at that.
Can I use karma?
Nope, not on just
Damn.
dexterity rolls.
Oh yeah, damn.
Alright. So we need to do 3 of them?
Basically, you don't need anything anymore. Killith has kicked one of the mushrooms.
Run.
So what happened? From that point on? You can just see those spores coming out of the mushrooms and basically filling the air. Those of you who have been able to do that can hold their breath,
Yep, gonna do that.
and then it's up to you. Do you want to walk or do you want to run?
I mean,
It's like
it's-
It's
Here's the thing. We know that as soon as one goes off, they all go off.
Yes,
So
they
it's-
have all gone off
all
already.
gone off.
You can just see
Run.
deep in the tunnel how the spores just go up in the air.
Run.
Run.
So everybody runs. What is your individual toughness? How long can you keep that?
I can do it for 6.
6,
5.
5,
7.
7.
I don't remember because I'm not online.
Okay,
Can you check for me?
I'll check it for you. Absolutely, your toughness is 6 as well.
Okay, shit.
So Alette, yours was 5, right?
Mine was 6.
6. Whose was 5?
Adella.
Adella. Okay. So roughly halfway through the corridor, you can see the end of the tunnel at some point where the mushrooms aren't anymore. But roughly you're halfway through and you start having to breathe, I will ask you to roll willpower, whether you can stop yourself or not. You're trying to... Willpower.
Like, does the cloth have anything to do with anything? Like, does that add any type of...
Not at this point yet. When you start breathing them in and taking damage, then yes, the cloth will help.
Okay. Willpower. Got an 8.
On a D2.
An 8 for willpower lets you keep running. So to you, that's the turn number 6. Then those of you who have 6 toughness, you will have to roll willpower as well.
I got a 1.
Yes, I can see that.
Wah, wah.
Tirli, you're not online anymore, are you?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'll roll for you then.
Thank you.
And I'll say that you got
Does Adella have to
a
roll
5.
Okay.
Okay. So, Alette, with your 1, not only have you taken a really deep breath, but you have also dropped your mask.
Oh, shit.
So, that's not great.
Gotta go back
Am
to-
I
and get a
in
new
front of anybody? We're running in the same order we came out of the water in, right?
You are, yes, that's correct.
All right, so I got 2 people behind me. In case they see me go down, they can scoop me up. How much?
You've got 4 points of damage. You can feel that your lungs are ingesting a poison right into them. I've put that damage on your token for you.
Oh, I already put it there.
Oh, cool.
Current damage under health ratings 4.
You guys are almost at the end of the tunnel, but I will have willpower from everyone again, please.
Me too
Please.
this time.
Yes, please.
Where was this roll before?
So 11, 16, 9, and Tirli, I'll do that for you.
Thanks.
Willpower. That's another 1. You have dropped your cloth, and you got 1 point of damage as a result.
Damn.
3 more rounds to the end of the corridor. Again, willpower, everybody.
We can do this.
Or can you?
Maybe.
7, Adella, 5,
no.
Alette, 1, Killith,
We're all taking damage.
and
Well,
Tirli.
you can't run and not breathe, so...
So
Yeah,
Killith,
but
you're the only one taking damage this turn, and
Okay.
it's 4 points of damage.
Ow.
And then the last couple of turns, none of you are able to hold your breath anymore. You're running, so you're not really paying that much attention to it. You will all get the same damage.
What about Adella? She's the only one left with the cloth.
No, she's not anymore.
Oh.
Sorry, no, you do have the cloth. You just have to breathe. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Wait,
So
hold on.
those of you who haven't got a cloth, which is pretty much everyone by this point,
Except for Adella.
except for Adella, gets 12 points of damage, and Adella will get
So I have 1 wound.
7 points of damage. No, wound is only when you get certain amount of damage in one hit. So you're not
Oh,
you're not wounded. Don't worry about it.
How much damage did I just get in one? So 1 hit, like not just cause of spores. Cause my, how much damage do you have to get a wound?
Over your wound threshold, but again, this is not physical damage. It's more of a poison, so it wouldn't wound you per se. So
Gotcha,
don't worry
gotcha,
about it.
Thank God, cause
Your
I was
wound
about to
to
say,
the
I
slung
got
cat.
9.
So all of you have taken some damage, but you managed to get to the other side of the cave where you can breathe normally now. And you can just feel see those spores dropping down now from where you came from.
So we're still in a cave.
You're still within the mountain somewhere, yes, but you're not around the spores anymore or the mushrooms. So you're safe like that.
Ow!
Yeah, you're getting a bit purple in your face now.
Okay.
Well, that was fun.
No.
Are we having fun?
I look back at my wings. I assume they're still
They're still
No,
pretty
they're
wet.
still-
Yes.
just.
Do you go deeper into mountain, or do you are you doing anything else?
Can we
I'm
look
ready
around
with-
to see? Like, as we walk out, I'm just gonna look around to see if there's anything around us.
Give me perception.
Is it all dark now because there are no longer mushrooms to light it up?
Yes, it's much darker now, so if you want some light, you will have to have torches out.
Spark, can you light
There's-
my torch?
There's just
I
a
hold
little bit of light from the spark, I was gonna say.
And then Adella has dark vision.
And I have dark vision. Can I roll perception?
You all can roll perception at this point. Yes, you're in the safe now. You've taken a deep breath.
I got 2. I can't see anything.
3.
Adella 3, Killith 5. Am I still rolling for you, Tirli?
Oh yeah, I'm almost there. Things are loading.
It's a cave. We
Uh,
sure are in a cave.
None of you
The walls are made of stone.
can see anything. Let me just make that public so that Tirli knows what she rolled.
Wow. 2.
Yep. So you go deeper into the cave. You've got your torches out, and you're getting a little bit hungry. It's been a few hours since you got those fish from the fisherman at the White Trout Inn. Are you stopping to eat, or are you pushing on?
Will anything happen if we don't stop to eat?
Not at this point in time.
I'm fine with
Can I,
keep
like,
going. But
a piece of bread that we have, like, half that piece of bread and just eat that?
You're doing like a Hobbit second breakfast. Is that
Yeah.
what it is? Okay,
Yep.
that's fine.
Not a bother.
You walk the tunnels for several hours. It's pretty much a straight path. You feel it going up. It feels like you're going at a slight elevation. And then you go behind one of the bends in the caves, and in front of you you see a writing on the wall, a carved writing on the wall. And that writing says, "The Freedom Bridge ahead."
it in. Alright.
And
going.
I'll let you at this point. Your wings are a bit drier, so you're absolutely fine to fly if you wish to. You fly up a little bit, and you feel ever so slight breeze of fresh air from the direction that you're going into.
Take a deep breath. Just
You take the
You
deepest
even know
of
what
breaths.
fresh air is. You lived here for so long.
Uh,
feels lovely.
You walk for another about 10 minutes, and the cave that you are into changes slightly. So what happens is the top of the cave, that was what you would call a ceiling for you at this point, goes sky high. It went from being about 10-12 feet to being over 40 feet high. There is much more room at this point in time for you. And you go around another bend and you see what the Freedom Bridge is. It's basically a very narrow path with chasm on the left hand side and right hand side. It's dark and deep, you can't see to the bottom of it. And at the very top of that elevation, because that bridge goes up, there's a light, a source of light that doesn't seem to be fire. It seems to be maybe a sunlight. You never know. I will ask you to go onto the VTT if you can, onto the Foundry,
I was about to get lost to
and I will activate the bridge for you.
getting some Lord of the Rings.
Pretty
DLC.
much Khazad-dûm, yes. Pretty much that kind of vibe.
Oh no, a
Alette's
Balrog
not walking
comes.
for a while. She's going to take advantage of her wings being dry now because she hates walking like that. She feels so like vulnerable. How long is this bridge?
You can see the end of it, but it is fairly long. Let me just make sure that it's seen on the stream as well. Give me just a
Echo.
second.
Echo. Echo.
Actually, what
I'm
we can
gonna
do...
join.
This is where I make my betrayal. I throw everybody off the bridge.
Catch me if you can. I'm already in the air.
That is interesting. Give me just a second here. I'm
Oh,
having
no.
a little bit of technical difficulties at my end.
I mean,
Right, so you are on the Freedom Bridge. It's quite narrow. It's quite dark on both sides of it. You can't really see how deep it goes, but you assume it is quite deep. I would like you guys to roll... Well, actually, don't roll initiative because we don't need that. Who goes first? Who goes second? Who goes third? And fourth?
do they have limited vision compared to me? Like, is it like
no,
like that?
no, it's unlimited vision all over.
Okay.
I can go first.
Mm-hmm.
And then
So you go with your normal movement rate, so 7 squares a turn, a movement. So if you just go 7, and then the rest of you can go.
I'll go second, I guess. I gotta zoom in.
Says my movement rate's 14.
So divided by 2, that's 7.
Oh, I like how Loki's attached to my character. 1, 2, 3.
Is he? Oh, I didn't even notice that.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I think mine's 8.
That's really cool. I didn't know he was attached to your character.
Yeah, I moved my character and it moved with me.
Okay, keep going, guys.
I'll go
I'm just trying to make
last.
sure I got my right movement. I can't tell what my movement is. It's not on my movement rate. Down
Your
in my
movement rate
characters.
divided by 2 is your...
I know, but there's no number there. It's blank for me.
1, 2.
I think it's 16.
Flying 16, so that would be 8, yes, if you're flying, yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh.
7, 8.
Very interesting with that, with
1,
that snake.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep, well done. Wait for Tirli.
We're just
Yeah, I
like,
wait until everybody else moves.
I'm coming. Alright. Yay, everything's loaded.
Okay, now
Okay.
now that you guys have done a couple of turns, I would like you to roll either perception or awareness if you've got it.
Yay! Something's bad.
wow. 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 That was almost a 10. Mother. It's dark.
11, yep. 6.
I don't understand why, like, step 8 is a 2d6, and step 7 is a d12. That's like...
You believe you're in a
Because
cave.
you're more likely to score the highest number on d6 and therefore have
Gotcha.
another roll.
Gotcha,
Because you're mad.
Sorry, can you roll for me again? I'm
Yeah,
having a
sure.
little bit of
Sure.
still
Have you got awareness or have you just got... No, you haven't got awareness, so just perception. 5. So everyone except for Alette are just on their
Adella.
jolly good way, minding no attention to anything.
Well,
Alette, what you can see is a big shadow coming from one of the sides of the chasm. It looks like well overgrown bat.
you fools.
I quickly get everybody's attention and point to it.
Okay, if you want to do that, that's absolutely fine. I was going to say everybody will be surprised except for you, but if you want to relinquish your first turn to save others from getting surprised, you can do that.
I have danger sense.
Oh, he has danger sense.
Go for it then. You can roll your danger sense now. But to be honest, if Alette already said that she'll let you guys know, then that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm letting you guys know because I'd rather take my opportunity to attack first and let everybody like not get screwed over as we're about to make our way out. So
okay,
everybody's safe. So.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna roll initiative for everybody.
Oh yeah, you roll.
All that dice. I just heard all that dice.
Can you
Ooh.
can you add my tiger spring to that?
Yes, I can roll your tiger spring instead. That's not a problem. Tiger
Loki
spring.
rolled a 13. The rest of us rolled 2s and 1s.
Well, oh, there it is.
You go, Loki.
Let me pull up his abilities. He can't really do anything unless if he's in the air.
Throw him at this.
Yeah, I was about to say throw Loki at the back.
I'm not gonna throw Loki at the bat.
He's fine. He's gonna be fine.
He's like
Okay.
a child.
So Loki is the first one to act. And Alette, you haven't got anything, any talents at the moment where you can tell him what to do. And they will come down the line. So for now, he'll just slither his way here. And the second one is a shrieker bat, which will basically open his huge mouth and shriek at all of you. And let me explain how this works. Let me just roll his shrieking first. 10. Can I get you guys all to roll your toughness? And 10 is the difficulty number that you want.
Oh.
4, not enough.
God damn it.
9, not enough. 1, not enough. And 6, not enough. There is huge shriek, and you guys get knocked down and pushed towards the edge of that bridge. So if you all tick knocked down on your character sheets, and I shall move you very, very close to the edge, almost hanging off of it.
So that just means like it, like basically like shoots me down to the ground because I was flying and like.
Yep.
I'm no longer. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, that is correct. So when you're knocked down, you can. There's a button next to on the right hand side saying jump up, but that does take an action. You can take another action from being knocked down, but you've got penalties, or you can jump up and try to get up. Jumping up basically doesn't take your full action. You can get up as normal without having to roll anything, or you can jump up and that gives you a roll, but doesn't end your turn.
So from my position on the ground,
Yep.
I pull out my sling.
Okay.
And I pick up a rock that's lying next to me, and I take a shot at the shrieker.
That's fine. So make sure you target it when you do that, and then it should roll for you, taking into account all the details, all the technical details.
I don't know if this is gonna matter, but is the bat big? From the opening we can see, is the bat too big to go through that, or?
No, it's not too big to go through that.
Okay.
It's the cave opens up to quite a big opening.
Okay.
Yes, Tirli.
Oh, all right. It goes. No.
I don't think I have to say. That's a miss. Who's next? Oh, I know who's next. This guy.
Gesundheit.
Ugh.
There's two?
Hey, wait a
Bless me.
second.
Look, there is a second one.
What?
It will attack one of you. Let's see who it will attack.
Why not the bat? That's the biggest threat in the room.
1, 2, 3. Adella, you see then
Nice.
another shrieker bat flying just over you, trying to bite you. It's got huge teeth that are looking really sharp. Let's see if it can manage.
Good thing I have my.
I thought it was gonna like grab you and fly off.
It only rolled a 4, so I presume this isn't catching you.
Is that what is physical defense, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, my physical defense is 5.
5. Okay, cool. That's absolutely fine.
That's not a lot.
That's not a lot because she's down on the ground. Adella, it's your turn now. What would you like to do?
So, if I do a jump up, I still get an action. I can
Yes, that's
I
correct.
still cast a spell.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
So I hit the jump up button.
Okay, go for it.
I get strained from doing this though,
Yes, you would. Yeah.
so I can just stand up without doing this. I just won't be able to take an action.
Yep.
I'm just gonna stand up then. I'm not gonna risk any
Okay.
strain and stuff.
That's absolutely fine. You can stand up. So just you spend your action to get up. You can get the tick from being knocked down off. And who's next? Killith. What's Killith doing?
I'll do the same.
You just get up. Okay.
Yeah.
And why does it say Shannon instead of Tirli? I don't know. Instead of Alette. Alette, what are you doing?
So what does strain do?
Strain is basically damage. This damage is not going to kill you, but it just strains you. It makes you tired. It stops you from doing, tiring things over and over again.
Okay. No, not that one. Then I am actually going to jump up.
Okay,
I'm
go
gonna
for
do a
it.
Jump up test.
Yep.
Let's see.
Well done. Yeah. You're up and running, or up and flying.
All right. So can I do a creature analysis?
Absolutely, you
this.
can. Yes.
Hold on. There we go. All right. Creature analysis. Where are you? There you are. Got a 7.
7 is not enough.
Not enough.
No, sorry, you didn't manage to find out anything that would be of use. But it was a simple action. You still have a standard action to use.
Okay, then I will shoot my bow and arrow at it.
That's fine. Make sure you
Okay.
target it first, so that it
I am.
calculates things for you.
Alright. Oh wait, I have it in my easy access bar. Make sure.
Nice. I like that you're using easy access bar. Well done.
It's not work. Hold on. What are you doing? I'll have to figure that out in a minute. For some reason, I click it. But what I did last time, I just hit the number associated with it, and it did not work this time for some reason, even though I do have something targeted.
Interesting.
It also didn't work for me.
So that's missile weapons for my bow?
Yes, please. Or you can just go to the combat tab and 9. Yeah. So because you went from your talents, it didn't really take into account that you're targeting someone. So if you, instead of going to talent skills, you go to combat and then you click on your Windling bow, it will then automatically tell you if you've hit or not. So if you just want to try that to make sure that we know how to use it.
Oh, it tells you the difficulty.
Yes, exactly.
Nope.
Nope,
Did
that
not
is not enough. And just to make it better for you, 9 wouldn't have been enough either, so don't worry about it.
I figured it as soon as I was doing it from the combat tab. I was like, well, that would have worked anyway, so...
Okay, let's re-roll initiative then.
Honestly, don't really care for this. I don't like how it rearranges the initiative every time.
I do.
I don't.
Ho ho ho! Bat shriekers do.
Cool.
The one that's doing the shrieking will shriek again, purely to annoy you and try to knock you off that ledge.
Again, no.
And that's a 9.
now.
So again, everyone, if you can roll your... you're almost holding on to that ledge, so you can choose if you want to roll strength or dexterity on that one.
What about for me? I'm up. I'm no longer on the ground.
You're no longer on the ground, but that sonic wave of the shriek will affect you as well, so it will push you as well.
Didn't we
Okay.
roll? Oh, so we
So-
don't roll toughness?
Not toughness on this occasion, because you're on the edge. You're trying to hold on to the ledge of that bridge. You want either dexterity or toughness.
I'm assuming climbing doesn't fall into this.
Do you know what? No, not on this occasion.
Wait, I thought last time it was willpower for...
Last time it was toughness.
Last time it was toughness.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do
Oh.
toughness because my strength is crap.
Dexterity or strength. The first one because you were in the middle, it was toughness. But now that you're trying to hold on to it, it's either dexterity or strength.
I rolled a 9.
9 is sufficient. You're fine. I'm just waiting for Alette.
One.
So Alette, Adella, and Tirli, you are right now on the very edge of that of that bridge. Another failed roll, and you will be knocked over. So you either start moving around, or you're taking your chances and taking your risks.
If I jumped up, could I, instead of attacked, could I have moved? Or could I have moved and attacked? Or, like, what was the deal?
If you jump up, you can still attack. Yes, absolutely.
No, I was because last time I jumped up and I did a creature analysis and attacked. 'Cause
Yes, but
instead of one of those,
Creature analysis is a simple action. You look at it and you go, I know or I don't know. While movement takes time and resource.
so could I,
Okay, so-
instead of doing that, could I have moved?
Yes.
I'm just trying. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
know for next
absolutely.
time.
So that was the bat. The snake will.
Oh, Loki. The freedom.
Loki, get out!
Oh, he's coming back.
He'll come back and try to help you out. He'll reach for you so you can grab onto him.
Go, Loki.
And then second bat will go and attack Tirli this time around. He'll fly through here.
Really?
And he'll try and bite her,
I'm the
yes.
only one that's standing.
So you're the one that's not an easy prey at this point.
Oh,
Knocked down again.
Yeah, I'm knocked
Yep.
down. still.
All of us are knocked down again.
I get no down,
Can I
but I get up again.
can I try avoid blow?
Not when you're lying on the ground. However, it just grazed your armor. Your cloak protected you.
Phew.
Since we're knocked down again, we should have knocked down checked again, right?
Yes. Tirli?
So, I am going to jump up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well done. Success. Well done.
Phew. And I am going to take a swipe with my broadsword at that bat.
At the one that
Right.
was flying just over you. Yeah, you can reach him. You can still reach him.
I am going to get that
Make sure he's targeted.
last. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
That bat's third.
Ah.
Thank,
Nope.
Wow.
thank you. I'll be here all day.
Wrong.
It's quite dark and they're black. They're very difficult to see. Please remember that when you use your talents, you can choose to use karma as well.
Oh,
Shannon, Shannon, Alette? I need to know how to change it.
I already got damage from jumping up last time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have. I'm just gonna stand up. No, Loki's there offering help, right?
Yes, he is.
I will. I'll.
So
his.
So with his help, you can stand up without losing the turn and not having to jump up.
Okay. I'm going to move away from the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure out. Right there in the middle.
Yep.
Actually, no. I won't go close to that side since the one shrieking has come from this distance. And I will fire an arrow at it again.
Go for it.
Make sure I want to do this one. There we go.
Well done. That's the shrieking one. That's the one that's been causing trouble.
Yeah. Nope.
Adella? Hello?
I'm gonna jump up.
Jump up. Go for it.
Oh no.
Not quite.
No.
Not quite. So you can still have an action off the ground if you want to, or you can just try to jump up again. Because it doesn't end your turn, I'll let you do it again if you want to, or you can do something from the horizontal position.
I want to get up. I don't want to be on this edge. I don't feel like
Okay.
blown off.
So if you get up,
Be here.
if you get up for the turn, then you just lose your turn, but you can get up. That's absolutely fine.
Okay, so I guess that worked.
Yep, and you can just move wherever you like and feel comfortable. And that will be the end of your turn because you've gotten up as an action. So Killith, you're the last one.
Sure. I'll just go a couple. Yeah, here, and I'll try to throw my axe at the screaming one.
At this one, yeah. Go for it then. Throw that hatchet. Bear in mind, if it's a talent, well done! 1 extra success. Very cool.
Finally, some damage to it.
You can roll damage from that. Yeah, and you can apply damage. Well done. Very well done. You actually hit one of its wings. It's gonna have to do a knockdown test now, just to see if it's not gonna fall down. So give me just a second, and I'll roll for it. Do. Not this one.
We've
This
been
one.
scrambling around. I hope we get him.
No, it managed. It sustained itself in the air, but well done for dealing some damage in the end. And let's reroll initiative.
Oh, that scared me.
One bat will attack Alette as it's flying over her.
I love the animation of them just slowly flying.
Does 6 hit you? I don't believe it does.
6 does not hit me.
And the one that's engaged with Tirli will try to get Tirli again. None of them will be shouting this time around.
Yay!
Can I do a maneuver and avoid?
You can in your turn, so you would have to wait until your turn to do maneuver. But you can do avoid blow if you want to.
Oh, sorry. I meant avoid. I mean.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. You can. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll even tell you what you need to reach. You need to reach 9, because that's what the Shrieker got.
Let's see.
Like a German guy saying no.
Nope.
9.
Oh, no.
Nope. Unfortunately. And it will try to deal damage. 5. I believe 5 isn't enough to.
No. Yay.
Yeah, Tirli took 0 damage after armor. Cool. So that was the bats. What is Adella doing?
I can move and attack, right?
You can move
Or-
and attack, of course, yes.
Okay, because I want to move further. Move here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna cast a spirit dart at the bat that's like directly.
The injured one, yes, absolutely. Go
Yeah.
for it. We should do like a game show. Cast that dart.
Hey, it's really.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
It killed the last person, so.
Yeah, I have faith.
The last person wasn't a big bat.
Well, cool.
Nope.
That's a big fat nope.
Yeah, well.
Alette?
I'm going to make sure I'm still targeting the same one. Yep. I'm going to try to fire my bow at it again. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 7! No!
Nope.
Ow.
Can I still do creature analysis if I wanted to?
You can try again, yes. There's 2 of them, you're analyzing the other one. Uh, 8 is enough, yes. Social defense 8, yep. What would you like to do with your analysis? Or
I'm
even-
gonna read more. Do what?
I was just gonna say, do you know what this talent does?
I know a little bit, but I can't
Okay,
remind
let
myself.
me read it out for everyone so that they know what you're doing. The adept uses a type of divination magic to gain information about the creature he is observing. Makes a creature analysis test against target's mystic defense. For each success, the adept's player can ask specific questions that would reveal one of the creature's game statistics or abilities, such as what is the physical defense, what is the unconsciousness rating, etc. The question must be about specific trait. General questions such as how tough it is should warrant equally vague answers. The Game Master should disallow questions comparing more than one statistic to another, such as is it tougher than I am, or which is higher physical or mystic defense. Adepts often use this talent to size up an unknown enemy by creature's mystic or social defense to determine how well other talents, such as Dominate Beast, will work on it. So what would you like to know about this Shrieker Bat?
And the unconsciousness rating is how we have to hit that amount for it to drop, right?
Yes, correct. Which
Let's-
for them equals death anyway.
Yeah. I would like to know the unconsciousness rating, how much damage we have to do for it to drop.
30.
30? Okay.
30.
Yes,
30,
3-0, yeah.
Okay, so 13.
I figured that talent was very useful when I was looking to see which other talent I wanted. So I was like, we're gonna grab that.
Right, so that was your turn. Tirli, what would you like to do on yours?
Okay, so this bat is still quite nearby.
Let's
And
say
I would
yes.
I would like to, once again, attack it with my broadsword. hoping
Remember,
this
you can
time-
use karma if you choose to do that.
And I will use karma this time because I do not trust these rolls. Okay. So do I click my karma before? Or...
So when you click on the attack, it will ask you modifiers, something else, and then karma, and then you can use as much karma as you want up to your karma maximum, yes, or current.
Okay.
How much
so
karma do you have?
I have 8, so I'm gonna do a 4 because I really
What?
feel like.
Ho
only have
ho! Well done. Very well done. So 1 extra success, you can roll damage, and that will add your extra successes to the damage.
And this is to the unharmed one, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
On the
Finally.
brink of death
Feel
already.
free to apply damage.
That's a lot of damage.
damage.
That is a lot of damage, isn't it? So it's knocked down and it's falling down the
Jesus.
chasm.
Alright, so we're
How satisfying.
Wow. Okay.
in one hit.
One hit it by Tirli.
Nice.
Killith, you'll feel outfought here.
I mean, I used my only ranged attack, so
Yeah, where is that hatchet of yours now?
Down
in
the
the
cavern.
darkness,
Bye.
I'm just going to move my turn. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Did we not
And then
agree at
just-
some point you had 2 hatchets, so you still have another one?
Oh, okay, sure. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure we said you've got another one.
Okay, then let me waste them both.
Waste
Yeah.
that
Don't.
hatchet!
Don't waste them both.
Too late.
Go for it, Chick-fil-A.
5. I mean, end of my turn.
Well, we can move and attack though, right?
I did move.
And he
And
rolled
then-
5 for the attack.
Yeah.
That pretty much.
is
Well,
that-
actually, give me just a second, because you rolled. Oh, okay, no, you rolled correctly. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's 2 hatchets down, literally and figuratively.
Aw.
Yep, that's the end of my turn. Go Loki.
You tried your best.
To get a summoning spell on those hatchets or something.
Shannon, Alette.
Yeah.
A big magnet.
I am going to. What is my?
I should just get a boomerang.
Yes.
I just realized I've got 20 damage right now, and my wound threshold is 9. I started this with 16, so shouldn't I have a wound, or is that just in one hit?
Only in one hit, yes.
Okay.
And usually
Okay.
it does that for you. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright, we're good then.
It's just attack and roll damage like Killith.
Targeted. Wanna throw my not throw shoot my bow, an arrow thing. Yeah.
Roll your arrows.
No.
Nope.
I can't hit.
That's a big fat nope.
Crap.
Adella?
And I'm gonna. Can I move?
Yes, of course you can. Yeah.
I'll move.
Loki at the bat.
Let's see.
Telling you,
1, 2,
the only way.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
That bat might start yelling here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for Spirit Dart again, actually. And I can use Karma on spellcasting, right?
Yes, you can use Karma on spellcasting if you'd like that.
Okay. Ooh, jeez. Bean.
You guys got fed up with not hitting them, didn't you? Well
Over it.
done. 2 successes extra. 23. Go for it. Roll for the effect.
Come on, do what Claire did.
1 hit
Yeah.
him.
Cheerily, I should say. Just wreck it.
Wreck it,
Get
Ralph.
this, get this bat-winged bastard down.
I did 8 damage.
8 damage isn't quite what we were hoping for here.
Me either.
Let me
I
see
hit it.
physical- But you hit it, yes. Let me just update it. There we go. A little bit more. And I think now it's time for Mr. Bat. Mr. Bat will do some more shrieking at you this time around.
This time it's toughness, right?
Yes, this time it's toughness 8. So if you guys... except for Tirli, because Tirli, you're not really in the range here. But Adella, Killith, and Alette, you roll toughness. 10 is absolutely fine. 4 is absolutely fine for me.
I'm using karma on this one too, because my step is a 1d8. Like
I don't think you can use on just toughness roll.
no.
No, just for talents.
It's only for talents.
Yes.
Just believe in yourself.
Which is why I haven't been using mine for my bow and arrow, because it's not a freaking talent.
Yay.
See, you can do it.
And 13 is absolutely fine. So Alette, you're down on your luck, but the rest of you are standing, and you will get help from Loki next turn anyway. Tirli, what it is that you would like to do?
So I'm gonna move up to the rest.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3,
What is she
4, 7. Pick up a rock from the ground, put it in my sling,
Yep.
and give a shot.
Rock it then.
Mom is being inconsiderate. She's spraying water at the window that's right next to my computer, and I told her
So, sling it.
Sling it. I'm gonna add some karma just for. I've still got left over.
Eat
Why
all the
not?
karma you can get.
Let's go. Bam.
Next session. What happened to my car?
Yes. All the
Jesus.
karma is gone.
Chill.
Roll that damage. With
Oh, yeah.
extra
Always
2
good.
successes, that's plus 4 steps.
Yeah, roll
Yes.
like a 48.
And apply that damage.
Yes.
It's getting there. It's quite badly battered at this point in time.
I've been keeping track of its damage.
It's actually suffered 2 wounds in the meantime, so it's a bit of an easier prey for you.
Great.
Killith. No more hatchets for you.
No.
And don't throw your sword. I watched one thing where they went with their sword and it went. I was like,
Okay, what
Gross
about
stuff.
Loki? How's he look?
Touches.
"You touch Loki, I'm coming after you."
Can I just pick up a rock and throw it at it?
You can. It's pure dexterity then.
Sure.
We got 9
Do you have
damage, so
calmer?
this thing is gone.
9.
As a no. 9
Then-
with 2 wounds is actually sufficient. Yep, you can roll for your strength plus 1 step. The step of your strength, or the rank of your strength. Yep. It's getting there.
Alright.
Let's re-roll the initiative then.
Okay.
Tirli, you are the first one to go.
I don't like these rolls.
I can't reach him with the broadsword, right?
No, not at this point. Not when he's
That's
here.
just what the 2 melee characters are thinking.
Yeah, it's odd.
How
Okay,
long
I'll-
is my sword?
So I use my sling again, but this time I'm completely out of armor. Karma.
Yes, you are.
So it will just be pure luck. Let's see how it goes.
Or lack of thereof.
Yep. Damn, it's sad not having karma.
You're lacking luck. Okay, cool. Who's next?
Me, and I'm doing my freaking bow and arrow again.
Do your frickin' bow and arrow again. Nope.
6. No.
What?
I know how much damage this thing needs
Uh,
until it drops, and it's pissing me off.
Loki will Loki will
What are
Loki
you
around.
doing?
And this freaking thing will try and bite Tirli. Ho ho ho!
I
Tirli,
threw a
would you
rock
like to
at
do
it and
avoid
I
blow?
hit.
I would like to do a void blow.
Okay, this is what you're aiming at.
Ooh.
Oh, shoot.
Nice.
Okay. Talents, avoid
Come
blow.
on. You got
Believe in
this.
Believe
You
in
got
yourself.
this.
Never mind.
Not quite.
No.
No!
No, wait, hold on. What is your physical defense?
Oh, it's 9.
Five.
Yeah, so
Hundred.
you've managed, because that's the difference
Oh.
between what they hit and your physical
And
defense.
so it's 2?
Sure.
She needed a
So it
get
was
past
2.
2.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Adella, your turn.
Okay,
It-
I'm
it-
just.
It needs 4 more damage in it.
Sorry. Okay, I'm
Yeah?
just gonna fucking use Spirit Dart again, I guess, because all my other stuff needs threads, and it's like,
Yeah,
Boom.
go for it.
try.
Bye, Bean. Bye, Bean.
Gonna put some karma into it.
Can do.
Yeah. How do we get karma? Like, we.
Right?
Let's say long rest is karma ritual. So basically, each of your disciplines has a different ritual that you need to do to reclaim karma, but during a rest. So yes.
Okay.
I need to remember to do that because I'm out.
Well done. Oh well, very well done. 41.
Jesus Christ.
This
Uh,
is gonna go
if-
down.
If that bat survives this, it's gonna be my favorite bat of all times.
Okay, so I hit effect.
6 extra steps. on the
6
first.
extra successes.
Oh, how glorious.
There's no way this guy survived. If you rolled all ones, it wouldn't survive. Holy fuck.
Better now.
So basically, what you've done, you've lifted up a rock, you've turned it into a spirit dart, you've thrown it into that bat, and it got crucified to the side of the cavern. It's literally just hanging in there, pierced with your dart, and it will be absolutely dead. Very well done. You
That
have
is
managed. You have managed to down both of them.
Alright, let's get out of this cave.
Yeah,
We only lost 2 hatchets.
You lost 2 hatchets.
You've only lost a red shirt.
You have some forging to do this week.
So you guys are making your way towards the light, the end of the cavern. Finally, a place of what will probably be a safe rest. And as you approach that light at the end of the bridge, you can see a shadow that's in the shape of a human. You can't see any specific features of the face or of the body, but what you can see is just that outline of and the shape of a person. And they seem perfectly still. They're just standing there. And especially you, Alette, now you can feel wind blowing from that direction. It is the way out.
Do we introduce
Well,
ourselves?
that's
I'm
the
not
way
sure.
out.
It's a bit
What,
creepy.
what do we do here?
Should we slowly walk towards? Okay.
It's your
In
choice.
my case, yeah.
Nice day we're having.
For lovely weather. Hail and well met.
Friend or foe?
Okay, so in character, what are you doing? What are you saying, if anything? You're still quite far away from that being. You're looking at about 30, 40 feet.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna use my I'm gonna get ready to use a spirit dart if I have to, because that is
Can I?
full trusty, apparently.
Okay.
Can I use my heat vision to see if it actually has body
Yeah.
heat?
Sure, go for it. You switch your vision to heat vision for a second. 2 things that you notice. No, it doesn't have any body heat or doesn't exert any heat. Second, it's really cold outside. Like the outside, the temperature will be around 0.
Like
I just-
outside of this cave.
Yes.
I just whisper to the others, I don't think that's a person.
Well, that's a relief.
Is it now?
Is it?
Yeah, like hold
Well,
on.
I don't know.
I'd rather be a warm-bodied person than a cold husk of nothing. Just standing there.
And the longer you stay there and stare at that person or whatever it is you don't know, you notice it's unnaturally still. You know, normal person would stand around, they would move a little bit in the process. It's like it's a statue.
It's a snowman.
Does Loki have any reaction towards it? Because I know sometimes snakes, like, they can feel like
paper
heat,
cutout.
then they react. He doesn't have any reaction.
Nope.
I'm assuming Arachne doesn't either.
Nope.
I'm just gonna approach. I'm just gonna go
Hey.
for it, guys.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Okay, so Adella, you are approaching, and Killith, you're shouting out to the person. Adella, you approach it to about 10 feet, and you realize you're looking at the exact same statue of Gandos as the one in your care. It also holds a ball, presumably with true water, and there's also a ball of true earth levitating over it. And it turns to you, looks at you, looks at the ball in his hand and the ball of the true earth, and goes, "It isn't the time yet."
Well,
As soon as
it's
it
not,
moves,
but
I
we
wanna
need
fly
to
up
leave.
slightly behind Adella.
We know it's not time, but we are on a mission to help the Kaer. So we
Yeah.
are, unfortunately,
We have no choice.
yes.
We have to leave and return. We have to get a crystal, so that way the Kaer can keep on. Without it, it will.
The statue
Basically
looks
die.
at you and it says, "If passage is what you seek, present your artisan skills to prove you're free of horror taint." And I would like you guys to describe to me what it is that you're doing, and then roll for it.
As soon as he gets done talking, Alette reaches into her backpack and pulls out her flute, and it's going to play a song that she used to play to her brother when he got scared at night.
Okay, roll for it.
Don't worry, your death will be quick. I think she froze.
I think we lost Alette.
We lost Alette. Okay, so the next best person, who's performing there? Oh,
Your
Alette
death
back.
will be quick.
No. Okay. Tirli, do you want to tell us what it is that you're doing, and then roll for it?
So I whip out a pack of cards, and I say to the
Pick a
statue,
card.
pick a number, choose a card, any card.
The statue chooses 6 of hearts.
And I'm like, you have a 6 of hearts, don't you? I hadn't seen it.
Okay, roll for it. Let's see if you have correctly identified the card.
Have you read the mind of the...
Ho ho ho! You not only identified the holding 6 of hearts, you're actually identifying which way around they're holding it, upside down or not. Yes, you have been granted passage. Killith, what it is that you're doing?
I guess just some sort. I don't really know how you would quickly show off the smithing.
Well, give it a thing. Give it a thought of what it is that you can do on the spot to show that, and in the meantime, we will have Adella perform hers.
Alright, so out of my backpack, I take out one of those little, they're like this big little embroidery ring, real quick, some like red thread, just like real quick, a little heart, like embroidery thing. A little, I can't remember the name of it. This is my thing, and I forgot the name of it.
Skillful embroider.
Yeah, I have embroidery, but the fucking embroidery circle
Oh, the
thing.
ring that it's in.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. I know what you're talking about.
I
know
embroider a quick little heart right in the corner, something that takes like a few minutes, and I show him it.
Roll for it. Is there anything specific you're embroidering there, or any picture, any?
It's just like a little heart, like a little red heart, something.
Little red heart. Okay,
Yeah.
go for it.
I think I'm just gonna like quickly take maybe like a sheet of tin or something and try and fold it into like a flower.
I got an 8.
8. 8 is absolutely fine. So yes, you're folding it into a flower, Killith, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Go for it. Roll for it.
No, not good.
It's not the best flower you've ever seen, but it's passable. It passes for a flower. Okay. And Alette, did you roll for yours?
Not yet.
Okay, we'll wait.
Boundary's loading.
We'll wait. Not a problem.
I realized it was cut off in the middle of describing what my character was doing.
That's
Did you
okay.
hear
That
my
happens.
joke about the song you sang to your brother?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
As soon as I walked away, though, to fix my Wi-Fi, I was like, oh, I know the song. It's from a Barbie movie, but I know the song I'm playing.
I just joked about the song being about how his death will be quick and painless from the monsters.
No. It's just the... In the movie, they do a dance. Somebody's playing the flute while they're doing a dance. The princesses.
It's like one of those Benny Hills musics.
I don't think I'm that yet because according to my screen, the only person in here is me. So I want to refresh this page.
Would you like me to roll for you in the meantime?
Yes. Wait, hold on. I think I can roll and I can tell y'all what I roll.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, cool. That works for me.
Let's see. Arts and skill, musician.
Unless you're lying.
8.
Oh, we see you.
Oh yeah,
Oh, there I am.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. That was enough. He's quite impressed. He moves away to grant you passage, and he says, "The spirits of air shall assist you now." And he moves away, and you're literally about 10 feet from the entrance to the cavern, or the exit to the outside world.
Does Spark have anything to say to the talking statue of his former master? Or does he react in any way?
Spark looks at him and goes, "That's apparent too, isn't it?"
In a way.
Original one.
In a way.
Oh, my original parent. I liked you.
Liked. Pass.
Liked. Now he loves
R.I.P.
I've got more parents now.
Notice how he didn't say love, he just said like.
Okay, so are we heading out? Or are we still testing how cold it is before we head out?
Does it
Well,
matter?
we know it's cold.
Yeah, so you guys pretty much approach the open cavern, the exit from the mountain, and you sort of expect to see, a sight to behold. But what you really see, you walk up right to next of it, and you realize you're at a middle point of a mountain. You look down and you see clouds. You look down and it's pretty much 90 degrees straight down for God knows how long and how deep.
Well, then.
And it's cold. It's freezing cold.
What did he say about the air element?
Yeah, do we feel any different from, since he said something about the air element will protect us now? Do we feel any different?
You've mentioned the air element, and as you think about it, you start seeing an air whirlpool, a tornado coming up to more or less your level, and it takes a shape of a being. It's an air elemental, it's an air spirit, and it says, "What is the worth of single living creature?" And whatever you're saying now, you're saying in character.
Okay.
What is the worth of a single living creature.
Is this a riddle?
Depends on the character.
So, Killith's answer was depends on the character. The spirit awaits the rest of you.
It's infinite worth.
Priceless.
Two cup.
No idea. It's... Yeah. The same as what Killith said. It depends on the person. It depends on who it is.
The spirit looks
Depends
at
on
you
the time.
and he says, I'm sure this is what you all believe. And it becomes a tornado again. It lowers itself down roughly to the level of the ground for you. And it's continuously
this a
spinning
leap
and
of
whirling
faith?
around.
It's like an elevator.
It's a leap of faith.
Alette flies out and just hovers above it. Like,
Uh,
kind of.
you fly out, you hover above it, and you feel safe. You feel like you're just over a ground level.
I
Yeah.
wave to the others to come on.
Yeah, I'm
It's safe.
stepping.
You're all stepping onto that whirlwind, and as soon as the last of you step on it, you get sucked into the eye of the tornado, and really quickly sucked all the way down to the ground level, and then gently let down. And you are outside of the Kaer. You are in the external real world. And this is where we will end for today.
I'm so excited.
That was awesome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have had a few people come in and out as we were playing, so thanks to those who have been watching, and we'll play again so shortly.